Have you spoken with any of the U.S. service members who were injured during that operation in Venezuela?
Yes, we have calls into them. They're all in good shape.
Can you detail what watching that was like when all this played out in Venezuela and what Maduro was doing that moment?
Well, I knew the possible danger. It was a very dangerous operation. It was amazing that we had a few injured, but all are in good shape right now. But I knew there was great danger. You got off the helicopter. The helicopters were being shot at. They got on the ground. Amazing talent and tremendous patriotism, bravery. The bravery was incredible. Lindsay, they got off the helicopter and the bullets were flying all over the place. As you know, one of the helicopters got hit pretty badly, but then we got everything back. And nobody killed.
The next question is who's in charge of Venezuela right now? Have you spoken to the newly sworn in president there, Rodriguez?
Tom for life.
And what are your thoughts?
We on it, Tom for life. We on it, Tom for life. We on it, Tom for life.
We're dealing with the people that just got sworn in. And don't ask me who's in charge because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
No, I haven't, but other people.
Do you want to?
Yeah, it's the right time.
Did you give Delcy Rodriguez any guarantees in exchange for cooperating?
No, but she's cooperating. Are you going to demand free and fair elections in the short term in Venezuela? Well, it depends. You know, when you're talking, we have to do one thing in Venezuela, bring it back. It's a dead country right now. It's a country that, frankly, we would have been, if I had lost the election, we would have been a dead country. We would have been Venezuela on steroids. Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back. We're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in. They're going to rebuild the infrastructure. You know, we built it to start off with many years ago. They took it away. You can't do that. And you can't do that with me. They did it with other presidents.
How soon can an election take place in Venezuela? How soon can an election take place?
Well, I think we're looking more at getting it fixed, getting it ready first, because it's a mess. The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level.
Absolutely, Tom. Tim Walsh is on the lineup card. Tim Walsh is definitely on the lineup card.
Much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they do. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in. And they're going to fix the infrastructure. They're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country.
We're not going to invest anything.
People, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country.
Hey, what are y'all? What is the
American? More income, more oil than we did.
More income, more oil than we had. More income and more oil than we've had. You hear our president. You hear the Jacques Cousteau. You hear what's going on right now. It's wartime. It's wartime. It's time to preserve America. It's time to preserve America, dear people. Why are everybody so in a bunch? Why they have their underalls in a bunch? We now have the most oil by far on the planet here in America. We now possess more oil than all of the Middle Eastern countries that you want to name and bring to me. We possess more than Iran. We possess more than Saudi Arabia. We can now do real, true American business without being undermined by these jihadists, radicals from the Middle East. For years, the United States has been bogged down by the presence of the Middle Eastern oil, the threats of stopping the Middle Eastern oil. We are now in power for real, big time. Not only that, Venezuela has trillions upon trillions of rare earth minerals. You got to understand, China holds probably 70% of the world's natural rare earth minerals. Okay, they hold a large portion in China. China has been using that to leverage us. Okay, when Donald Trump placed the tariffs on these various countries, rare earth materials that we actually need for our large tanks, for our large trucks, for our high-powered gear that we need, planes, telephones, high-powered electronics. We were short of this. I remember when Donald Trump first took office and Donald Trump put these tariffs on, I remember everybody, a lot of people saying, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about the rare earths? What are we going to do about the rare earth minerals? Then I remember we signed a contract with Ukraine to receive a good portion of their rare earth minerals. But we needed more. We want to sustain ourselves for generations to come. Okay? We needed more. So Venezuela, here you come, Venezuela. I got to keep pulling you back in because you are very, very, very strategically, naturally, organically beneficial to the USA. You are beneficial with the USA being in power over Venezuela. Venezuela has what we need. Venezuela has the open ground space we need to send a lot of these illegal aliens who have came in here by storm and by force. We have a lot going on. Smack that like button on the way in. All I ask is that when you come in, you smack that like button and you do not allow Muslim jihadists, cartel, or any other cartels to come into our space and violate our USA way. We are going to we're going to fly into what's going on with Governor Walz. Oh yes, Governor Walz. We see what's going on with you, Governor Walz. Oh, Governor Walz he's scared. Oh, no, they don't just want you to step down, Governor Walz. It's like Maduro. You don't understand how Trump is playing. Maduro offered Trump the oil once he understood that Trump is not playing. He's as serious as a heart attack. Now, Tim Walz, they don't just want you to step down, Tim Walz. They want you to be arraigned, Tim Walz. They want you to pay the piper. So we're going to jump into that also. We are going to jump into that also. Let's see who's in the building. Ray FBA. What's up, Ray? What's going on there, brother? Johnny C's. What's up? Johnny C says Democrats demand the cartel leader to be released and put back into power immediately. You know what? I'm glad you said that because we have some information on that right there. We're going to respond to that, Johnny. We're going to respond to that. We have a clip. We have a clip for that, actually. Okay? There's a reason. I wonder what the reason is about these Democrats fighting so hard and so fast to bail out Maduro. We're going to get into that. Let's jump into that. Where's the final call, paper kid? He said, where's the, I know, man. Hey, send that to me, man. I need to get updated on it. Skippies, send that to me, Skippies, man. Know what I'm saying? Or send me some content. Send me a link. Come on, you know it's private. You know I can't just go and buy that over the counter. I know what time it is. I can't just buy that over the counter. Come on now. Come on, brother. Help me out. Send me the link. Dr. Randolph, he said, God damn you, Purple. Damn. 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 Said we better, yeah. Yeah, let's get it. It's about 80 good, about good 80 good of my Americans in the building. Smack that like button. Let's salute America. Smack that like button.
Going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything.
We're not going to invest anything.
Take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. And they're going to be taken very good care of. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I have.
Which one?
All of them, basically. They want to go in so badly. Yes. Before and after. And they want to go in. And they're going to do a great job for the people of Venezuela. And they're going to represent us well. But you know, the infrastructure is rusty, rotten. Most of it's unusable. It's old, it's broken. You see pipes laying all over the ground. Nothing's been invested for years. Chevron's in, as you know, they've done a good job, but even they haven't been in a position to invest money because they're at a month-to-month basis. They're only there because I wanted them to be there.
30 contingencies in case the military in Venezuela is unhappy with the U.S. waste money from Venezuela.
So Venezuela thus far has been very nice, but it helps to have a force like we have. You know, we were ready for a second wave. We were all set to go, but we don't think we're going to need it.
Yeah?
There's about 17.
We don't think we're going to need it. We had a second force. We had a second wave ready to go. We don't think we're going to need that. But I can tell you this. We have the oil quarantined right now. We have it occupied. The oil is occupied. We now have an additional record-breaking 303 billion barrels of oil, along with our 45 billion barrels of oil. Okay, we are looking very, very, very good, along with the rare earth materials that we actually needed. This is like divine. I mean, I know as weird as that may sound, but we actually needed that as a result of the tariffs that we put on all of these countries. These countries turned around and attempted to stonewall us with the rare earth materials, which we need for our planes, which we need for large machinery that builds our buildings. Okay, we need that. We need this material. We cannot be playing around. It's so beneficial. Venezuela. On top of that, we can't muck around with allowing any of our adversaries to be playing around in our backyard. Okay, we are not allowing that. That we will not allow. Okay, smack that like button there, people. It's over over 100 of my good Americans in the chat. Smack that like button. It's about $1.30. Smack that like button. Let's roll.
Billion worth of oil reserves in Venezuela. Is that going to be?
You mean trillion?
And is that going to be something?
You said billion or trillion?
I said billion.
You said 17 billion. It's much more than that.
Okay, so what is going to happen to those reserves?
We're going to run everything.
We're going to run everything.
Fix it.
We're going to run everything. We're going to run everything. We're going to run everything. Hey, if you were running everything like the president just said, let me see you put a run in the chat. Let me see a run in the chat. If you down for running everything, we're running everything. We're not playing around with these people. They're not playing around with you Americans. Why you want to sit back now? It's time to get that old school American spirit back. It's time to bring it back now. You know, we've been chilling out. We've been doing our American thing lately, wearing our shades and eating our popcorn and going out there, you know, drinking our milkshakes and eating our fries and eating the cheeseburgers. But now, baby, it's time to put the hard hats on, because there's a time and place for everything. These people, these jihadists, Islamic maniacs are attempting to uh, correlate and mix themselves and co-mingle with these cartels, these Latin cartels down on our southern border, down by our backyard, our back door. We can't allow that. That's these jihadist Islamic filth that want to come into the country and constantly put pressure on our country to buckle our country to want to get our country to look like theirs. They want our country to look like theirs. We are not with that. President Trump, we put that man there for a reason. We didn't put a politician in there. We put a businessman in there, a CEO that's going to get the job done. We need more oil. Yes, Trump. We need more funds. We need more passive income here in America. Yes, dear Trump. You set that up, Trump. You have all of the power. We gave you the power. You have the House. You have the Senate. We're not playing around here in America. If you're playing, don't hit the check. Don't hit the like button. But if you're not playing, smack that like button. If you're for America, smack that. This is not Al Jazeera. This is not Al Jazeera. This is not a Muslim telecast. This is a USA telecast. Don't be looking at the color. Look at the red, white, and blue. Look at the red, white, and blue. This is a USA telecast. We don't give a damn no more. When there's war, we don't give a damn no more. Laws are going to be the change.
They haven't been in a position to invest money because they're at a month-to-month basis.
What happens to
They're only there because I wanted them to be there.
30 contingency in the case that the military in Venezuela is not happy with
A country known as China. About 10 years ago, they did 3. We're going to do close to 23.
Oh, let's go, Trump.
By the way, there has never been anything like this ever before.
Ever.
And it's all because of tariffs and the election, but it's because of tariffs. Without tariffs, we wouldn't have 10 cents being invested.
There was a time back in 2016 when I was working on the speech and you were saying that regime change and
Oh, Black Queen said, God bless America.
Back in 2016.
Cappuccino Shampoo said, amen. Mr. Strauss.
The U.S. being involved in that. It seems obviously that your stance has changed.
Red Raven, what's up, Red Raven?
Nation building now.
This isn't a country that's on the other side of the world.
Maggie Princess,
This
what's
isn't
up?
a country like we have to travel.
Red Raven,
24
thank you
hours
so much for the gift, Red Raven.
Venezuela.
We're not playing around with these people.
The Don Road up.
So is that what you would say, that we're in the business
Well,
of nation
no,
building now?
we're in the business of having countries around us that are viable and successful,
That's right.
and where the oil is allowed to freely come out because that's good against the prices now. That's good for our country.
Right.
We have a very sick neighbor. It's not a neighbor, but it's close to a neighbor, and that's Venezuela. It's very sick. Colombia is very sick, too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States, and he's not going to be doing it very long.
Let's go.
What does that mean?
Let's go. Hey,
Very long.
He's not
Hey.
doing it very long. He
hey.
has cocaine mills and cocaine factories.
Okay.
He's not going to be doing it
So
very
there
long.
will be an operation by the U.S.
It sounds good to me.
Secretary Rubio mentioned
You know why? Because they kill a lot of people. Yeah.
Secretary Rubio mentioned Cuba yesterday.
Yo, we're not playing around. We're not playing around. I don't know what y'all thought over there. I don't know what y'all thought over there. I don't know what y'all thought over there. Y'all thought we was playing? Colombia, you next, Colombia. Colombia, you are next. You people are sending in these packages that our people are smoking, sniffing, shooting, and they are dying right on the spot. We are not allowing that. Oh no. Oh no. We're not going to allow that. Somebody got to do something about this. Somebody had to do something about this. You know, and I just thank God this is all divine. This is all divine. We can't be beat. We American. We can't be beat. We can't be beat. They mad about that. Don't be mad about that. Don't be mad about that. Understand what's going on. We have to take our power back. Boy, without Trump, right, bro? Do you know where we would have been? We were like the laughing stock of the world. We ain't no laughing stock now. I bet you we ain't no laughing stock now. I bet you America is no laughing stock now. All eyes on America. Tupac. Who know about Tupac? If you know about Tupac, put a Tupac in the chat. You know, all eyes on us. All eyes on America. They trying to play around with America like we don't get to it, boy. Like we don't throw that action. Like we don't throw that action when it's time to throw that action. Playing around in our backyard. China playing around in our backyard. Get the freak out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got China playing around. You got Iran playing around in our backyard. Get the freak out. You had Russia playing around in our backyard. Nah, bruh. Nah, bro, we're going to swoop on that chessboard and we're going to come over there and we're going to take your king. We're going to take your king in about 7 moves. It's going to be really quick and swift, okay? And we're going to take your king, and we took your king. And guess what? Guess where we took Maduro? And guess where he landed? Guess where we had Maduro? Yeah, well, now, guess where we put Maduro when it was time for him to come to court before? Well, we had Maduro. We had him land on a football field. We had a chopper on the football field there, people. A chopper on the football field for Maduro. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Talk about blitz. Talk about blitz. Talk about blitz. Let's go. Smack that like button. It's almost 200 of my great Americans in the chat. Smack that like button. Where you at? Where you at? Let's go. Smack that like button. We're not playing around. We're not playing around. They're not playing around.
Once we've established that, we have a lot of confidence that we are going to have the donors for the reconstruction effort and for all the humanitarian support in the long-term building of phases 2 and phases 3. We just don't think that we're going to get to phase 2 or to phase 3. We don't believe that we can have a successful donor conference. Just as a real example, and so people know they want to know who's in charge, and they want to know that they're secure. Okay? They want to make sure that who's going to pledge billions of dollars to build things that are going to get blown up again because a war starts. So they want to know who's in charge.
Raven, thank you so much for the gift. I truly appreciate you.
Long-term stability.
For supporting
no
the
one
tank.
will argue that what
Gas
we have
for the
in place
tank.
now is sustainable in the long term. We have to get to the completion of phase 1. I am confident we will within the time frame necessary to make it successful. It's just not today, but hopefully very, very soon. We've made real progress. We made progress as late as yesterday in additional names for this Palestinian organization that's going to be a technocratic organization. So I think we're very close. I think we're going to get there. I'm optimistic that we're going to be able to get through phase 1. And then what I meant about taking years for phase 2 or phase 3 is not years to start it. I'm just being, to rebuild a place, to put buildings and rebuild an economy, it takes time. You have the donors, but you still have to have the equipment, you got to build, you have to do all that sort of thing. This is a long-term project. Phase 1 is not a long-term project. It has to happen. I'm confident.
Let me translate, because this is politics made simple here. This is politics made. Let me translate. We are staying there. You know, America. That's that. We don't enter a country and don't leave. I don't know. If you know about America, you know we don't go to a country, go into the country, enter the country, and then leave the country. We don't do that. We don't do that. Okay. Even in Afghanistan, when we pulled out, we still have troops all over yonder. Okay. We're not playing out. We are not playing around here in America, and you need to know that. We're not playing around even on these streets. We're not playing around with these radical Islamic Muslims that's on these streets attempting to plot and scheme and walk around like they nice. We're not having that. We're not. Iran tried to creep in on the back door. We're not having that. Iran tried to swoop in. We're not having that. Iran, deal with what you're doing. Deal on your side of the hemisphere. Stay on your side of the hemisphere. We're tired of this. We're tired of this. We're going to neutralize every location we're supposed to make sure strategically America is protected. Okay, this is the ultimate goal, to make sure we are secured. You're not understanding. If you haven't been following what's going on with the world politics, okay, these people, these countries outside of America and not a part of NATO are attempting to team up and against the USA, all to topple the USA, all to drown out the American dollar, as well as if they have to take territories by force. Okay, this is what these people are doing. These people have the gall to actually come in here and truly attempt to take over. You see these laws being attempted to be changed at the local level by these Muslims. You see the Sharia law, the implications of the Sharia law attempting to leave their nasty stain within the realm of our political infrastructure. You see what's going on, just like I see what's going on. And if you don't, I'm here to help you to know what's going on, okay? I love you all, except for the ones that I don't, okay? All of you, okay? Except for the ones that I don't, okay? We're not playing around over here. You're not playing with me. Why should I play with you? You're not playing with me. You're not playing with me.
It's the biggest threat facing the United States today.
I don't know we live in a world we have a single threat that we can identify. I think there are multiple things that you look, both short-term and long-term. As I pointed to in the hemisphere, in our own hemisphere, closest to home geographically, it's the rise and the power of transnational criminal terrorists who are destabilizing nation states throughout the region and pose a direct threat to the United States through overthrowing governments, destabilizing these governments through either mass migration, certainly the trafficking of drugs, and also providing fertile ground for potential, outside of hemisphere actors to act within our hemisphere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what he's saying is these radical Islamists, right? These radical cartels and all of these antichrist bad actors who wish to put their nasty ghouls claws on and attempt to clutch America are attempting to not only build a huge network outside of America, but also on the same hemisphere of America. They don't want to stay on their side. They want to come on outside of the hemisphere and attempt to destabilize cities that are vulnerable to these people, to our communities, allowing these people to come in and live like as if they want to live the American dream. Okay, no, there's no more American dream for you immigrants. We're turning that spigot off. That spigot got cut off. No more American dream for you immigrants. That needs to be a hashtag on my shirt. No more American dream for you immigrants. There is no American dream for the immigrants. We have to draw the line in the sand now. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. But if you're an immigrant and you're really not supposed to be here, you must leave. And that's all I'm talking about, the ones that's really truly not supposed to be here. Their brothers and sisters. I mean, I tell you, there's more illegal immigrants in the country than black people in the country. Okay, more illegals in the country than who knows. Okay, but this has to stop. Okay, something has to give. Okay, something has to give. Okay, they mad, but this is what's happening. This is what's happening.
I am. I'm going to ask in Times New Roman instead. Sorry about the Dolphins.
That's all right.
I know that you don't want to predict anything, but whether you're at these meetings in Miami, obviously not today, but maybe tomorrow, do you think that there's any chance of having some kind of announceable progress before New Year? In other words, are we going to be working on New Year's Eve?
We might be, if it's necessary and productive. We're going to work as long as it takes.
Okay.
And by the way, these are the meetings you know about, but there's talk going on every single day. There was a meeting earlier this week in Berlin. There's phone calls every day. Be it with my counterparts that are national security advisors, or my counterparts that are foreign ministers, or what Steve is engaged in, or what Jared's been engaged in, or even at the diplomatic level. There are days where it's Matt Whitaker, our ambassador to NATO, that's involved in a conversation, or one of our ambassadors, ones in nation states that are relaying back a conversation or involved in one. So there's work happening every day, all the time, probably around the clock, not just on Ukraine, but on all these other things.
Okay.
But these are the meetings you know about, and everybody kind of focuses on them as big events, but there's work happening all the time that lead up to those meetings and follow those meetings. As far as predicting a timeline, look, I'm not going to do that. This is a difficult task. It's an important one. We're focused on it.
We're not predicting no timeline. we getting the job done. We didn't predict, you know, read the timeline. It took you damn people. It took you damn people. Damn, y'all had unlimited time to wreck our country and to wreck us globally. You had unlimited time. You had unlimited time to steal and launder our U.S. tax dollars. Okay, you had unlimited time. Okay, no, don't be asking us about what we're doing right now to take back America and trying to put us on a time limit. Well, what time? What time are you going to be? How long? Well, sir, how long, sir? Man, listen, man, give me that mic. You listen. A lot of you people, you leftist maniacs have had the country for years. We are now not going to play around with the American public that put us in power to take our American government back. Okay? This is what he's saying. Know what I'm saying? This is what he's saying. I'm just making it simple for you. This is what he's saying. All right? Okay.
I said in many of these cases with peace, you sign a peace deal, there's compliance, something happens, there's a lot of compliance, you got to bring them back, you got to try to push, but at least you have to, instead of negotiating something new, you're simply trying to now push people back to compliance with what they already agreed on. So I think these were achievements. In the case of Cambodia and Thailand, it actually
Make it a habit. A 10-minute AI.
We are American. We are American. We are nothing else. Don't feel bad. Hey, Americans, don't feel bad about being American. I ain't trying to hear none of that. These foreigners be getting around me. These foreigners get around me. They're going to make me feel like we did something wrong over here in America as U.S. citizens. Going to make what? Bro, do you know what we donate to you foreign lands? Do you know what we donate to you people? And we don't even know if our donations have been getting to you people, learning with the new developments of USAID and how they have been carrying on. We don't know, but we know we've been donating. You don't make that much money and get those type of foundations over there in your third world countries without the American people chipping in, going into their purse and into their wallets. Okay, spending some of their hard-earned money with you people. We do that over here. My father actually does that. My father has a child that he adopted years ago, and we all we seen was a photo and some words. That's all we seen. We never, come on, man. We're not playing around over here in America. Y'all been playing around for far too long with us. Y'all been playing around for far too long with us. Okay? Far too long. We're done. We're done with that. We're done with that.
All right. Right now, the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Mike Waltz.
Having fled the regime, thank you for your courage and thank you for shedding a light on the true atrocities of the illegitimate Maduro regime. This past weekend, colleagues, the United States successfully carried out a surgical law enforcement operation facilitated by the U.S. military against two indicted fugitives of American justice, narco-terrorist Nicolas Maduro and Celia
We told him to stop. We told him to stop.
Nicolas Maduro
We
is
told him to
responsible
stop.
for attacks on the people of the United States, for destabilizing the Western Hemisphere,
Christopher Brown,
and illegitimately repressing the people of Venezuela.
Secretary of Defense Calvin Hobbs, we told him to stop.
Rubio has said there is no war against Venezuela or its people.
Alex Andrum, we told him to stop, Alex. Time for Life, we told him to stop. We told him. Joe Dirt, we told him to stop, bro. We did. Lou, we told him to stop.
A country. This was a law enforcement operation.
It was law enforcement
of lawful indictments that have existed for decades. The United States arrested a narco-trafficker who is now going to stand trial in the United States in accordance with the rule of law for the crimes he's committed against our people for 15 years. A similar action was taken in 1989 against Manuel Noriega. He was arrested, indicted, convicted in a court of law, served in prison in the United States and in Panama, and the Panamanian people, the American people,
Right.
are safer for it. And undeniably,
Right.
the region was more stable.
Exactly. So what are they
This
talking
law
about?
enforcement action was directed consistent with the President of the United States' responsibility as Commander-in-Chief to protect Americans at home and abroad against a fugitive who is directly responsible for narco-terrorism that has killed hundreds of thousands of Americans and created destabilizing violence throughout our hemisphere. Nicolas Maduro and his co-defendant, Celia Flores, have been transferred here to the United States to stand trial for their crimes. Maduro was indicted by a grand jury in the Southern District
He
of
was
New York
indicted already.
and faces very serious criminal charges.
He was indicted already. The man, he was indicted already by the Southern District of New York. He was already indicted. He was indicted with the Democrats in power by the Democratic DOJ. Okay? And another thing, everybody want to be up in arms about Trump. I can shoot you all down right now. I can shoot you all down who want to resist this move that Trump just did on Venezuela. I can shoot you all down. Nobody is yelling about Obama sending our damn drones over there to Libya and drone striking damn Gaddafi. Okay? What nobody talking about when Obama struck Gaddafi, right? Anybody know about if you know about Obama striking Gaddafi, put a K in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Let me see what type of chat I'm dealing with right now. Let me see if you up on game. Okay. The Democrats destabilized Libya. Am I lying about that? Am I lying? Thank you, King. Thank you, King R. Kings. Thank you, Slick Nick. What's up, Slick Nick? What's happening, bro? Thank you, Boycott Simpkins. Yes. Calvin, Secretary of Defense. Come on. Yes, the Democrats destabilized Libya. Libya was handing out checks. Libya was handing out checks to black, people over here, even in the United States of America. Okay. Libya, didn't even have any debt. Okay. And who destabilized it? Did Trump? Or I guess Trump had something to do with that too. Like he always does, right? I guess that was Trump that destabilized Libya and sent them drone strikes over there to burn his convoy down. Okay. And have them damn people swing his body through the streets like that. Okay. What's up with that? Okay. We're not trying to hear that. And Libya wasn't trafficking no damn narco over here and all that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. They wasn't.
You could spend thousands hiring a professional.
They wasn't. They was not doing all that.
2 years ago, in 2024, a UN panel of experts report found that the election in that year was absolutely and completely a farce and fell well short of the most basic transparency and integrity measures essential to upholding credible elections. If the UN and the United Nations in this body confers legitimacy on an illegitimate narco-terrorist and the same treatment in this charter of a democratically elected president or head of state, what kind of organization is this? We should note that over 50 countries, many nations, including the European Union, including a number of Latin American countries.
Hold on. Excuse me. Didn't Obama fly into Pakistan and yap and grab or take out Osama bin Laden allegedly? Well, didn't Obama swoop in to Pakistan and take out Osama bin Laden? Let me know if I'm tripping out about that. Am I tripping about that? I mean, the man did a whole live stream. He did a whole live stream doing it. He did a whole lot. We can look. We were all looking at it. I was looking at it. We can all look at it. Remember Obama? He was sitting there like this. Remember he was looking at the screen. He was like this. You know what I'm saying? We remember Obama. We remember Obama. You can't hide. You know what I'm saying? Obama, you can't hide. We remember, dog. We remember, dog. You can't hide. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Trying to play. Come on, man. We know what happened. We know what happened. We remember. Think we don't remember. Think we don't remember. You don't remember this with Gaddafi? That was Gaddafi. That's what y'all did. Know what I'm saying? Y'all did that. Y'all leftist maniacs did that. You know? You know what I'm saying? Trump just went, grabbed Maduro, brought him in nice and safely. Okay? Him and his wife. They were all accommodated. They probably gave him the accommodations up there. They probably gave him, some good food up there on that jet that they were on that big boy they was on. You know what I'm saying? We're not playing over here in America, man. You people coming over here thinking we playing. Your average American citizen is not playing. They will backsmack you in a heartbeat. Okay? Okay, you jihadists, y'all been getting a little bit, beside yourselves. Okay? We are more than what you have seen in the movies. Okay? We are more than that. Okay? It gets vicious. It gets very, very vicious over here. We're not playing around over here. And it's time to take power back. It's time to take our country back. And they're mad about that. Okay? Remember these Democrats? You remember these Democrats was parading this guy Barr around, AG Barr around? You remember that? When they was parading AG Barr around and AG Barr was saying, some controversial things about Donald Trump, and around the time when the DOJ for Biden was attempting to indict Donald Trump. Well, let's hear what that same AG Barr has to say about this Venezuelan situation, in which he knows a lot about.
Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro will be before a judge in about 90 minutes now for his arraignment along with his wife here in New York City. They are facing charges of drug trafficking. He faces 4 charges, she faces three. Former AG, the Attorney General Bill Barr, is with me. Good to have you on. Good morning to you. You were there 5 years ago writing the original indictment. What is at the forefront of your mind? Where should we put our attention as we watch this today, sir?
Well, this is a superseding indictment that adds some detail. It drops some people. It adds some people. It's interesting. It's a very strong case. It has a lot of detail, and the basic allegations are the same as we originally charged in 2020. This was a criminal organization.
They charged them in 2020.
Facilities in the state to make Venezuela a hub of drug trafficking. They were engaged in their own trafficking directly, cocaine up into the United States, both on ships, boats, and aircraft. And they also worked very closely, conspired with, and worked hand in hand with 5 different terrorist and drug trafficking organizations. FARC and ELN in Colombia, Trade de Agua in Venezuela, which is essentially a henchman for Maduro and his group, and 2 Mexican cartels, Zetas and Sinaloa. So it's a very strong indictment. One of the interesting things is one of the people we originally charged, a fellow named El Polo, who's a critical player, had broken with Maduro, was in Spain. He was eventually captured after we indicted him in 2020, and he has now pled guilty just in June. So there's a lot of detail in the indictment that may come from El Polo, who could prove to be a key witness.
You were also
another key point.
Yeah, go ahead. Another key point is what?
Or just another key point is in 2020 we indicted the general in charge, Padrino. That was in a separate indictment in D.C. I haven't heard anything more about that. There's nothing new about him in the current indictment, which I think is interesting. And then they added his wife and his son and the head of Tren de Aragua. So that's essentially what this case is about. It's a very strong case, a lot of detail.
Okay, so I heard you say on Fox News Sunday yesterday, given your long history, you were around with Noriega out of Panama in 1989.
Right.
You believe this case is stronger against Maduro than it was against Noriega. Why?
It's a more complicated case, a lot more to it in terms of the direct drug activities, but it's much stronger and a broader case because of the pervasive involvement of this group, this large group, in directly trafficking and facilitating. They were providing government equipment and so forth to different other cartels and so forth. So it's a very strong case. Now, trying Noriega, just getting to trial took 21 months. And then the trial itself, which was under a terrific judge, one of the greatest district court judges in the United States, a fellow named Hoover, who kept the thing moving, that trial took 7 months. So this is a long process. People can strap in. But at the end of the day, there'll be a lot of legal maneuvering. The judge is important as to whether he can keep this thing moving along on a good timetable. But I think he will end up being convicted.
Okay, let me go ahead and give you a couple things here. Democrats are going after the legality.
You heard that. Bill Barr said he thinks that they're going to get convicted. He believes that he's going to be convicted.
I think he will end up being convicted.
Okay, let me go ahead.
That's what he said. He thinks that they will potentially end up being convicted. Bruh, we told you. I mean, I myself, without listening to the media or listening to anybody on these social media streets, I've watched. I just said, I wanted to see how our president handled this Maduro and Venezuela crisis. Okay, I wanted to see it. I wanted to hear from the president. And I got to tell you, from the first warning that Trump issued to Maduro attempted 30 some odd times to keep trying to send these people. And then when Maduro seen that Trump was not playing around, that's when Maduro offered the oil. Maduro offered the oil. By then it was too late. Trump already Trump was like, no, it's too late. I'm giving the order. Trump mind was made up already. You then brought in the Iranians, cut a deal, a huge energy deal, huge historic energy deal with the Chinese, and that took the cake. That took the cake. We cannot allow this. We cannot allow this. Calvin, we can't allow this, Calvin. Calvin said, Heinrich, right, because people won't remember the Epstein files. John D., all of them are owned. Trump is a papa too. John D., Trump is a puppet too. Now you said a puppet too. He said, "Don't." Patrick Choppers said, "Don't be ignorant. It's all about oil. It's more than oil. It's more than just oil. We have oil. Okay, we was not desperate for oil. Okay, we just did a deal with Saudi Arabia. Okay, and we already have oil. We have billions of oil reserves. Okay, so we're not starving for oil. Okay, so it's not just about the oil. Okay, it's bigger than that. China, let me reiterate. China just did a huge energy deal with Venezuela. Okay, they were basically willing to hand over the damn keys to China, along with the Iranians coming in. We can't allow that. The Iranians, the Chinese, the Russians, the North Koreans, the South Africans, these damn nations are all teaming up against us, and many others in which I did not state just now. We cannot allow these dictators no more to be in our backyard and in our front court playing any poker with us no more. We don't need these people playing poker with America no more, bringing our adversaries right into our backyard. We don't want that. Especially when we sending these people, when we're going to war with the cartels in Mexico, where we have to shut it down from everywhere, from the root. We are taking care of Mexico right now. We have damn near have boots on the ground in Mexico right now, quietly. People just don't know this. If you just do your research about it, you can find it. We have drones in the skies, in the air, the Mexican airs, the Mexican skies. We have our drones flying over them. But the media don't know this. I mean, they know it, but it's not being pushed yet. And it's a lot of covert operations, because we are working with a faction and arm of the Mexican government. However, we want more, and we're going to come around to deal with that little lady who's allegedly running Mexico. But just like Donald Trump says, she's not running Mexico. He said the cartel is running Mexico. That's what Donald Trump said, and I believe that. I believe that. Colombia trying to get Bucky. Colombia trying to get bad. I see your Colombians, and I know I don't see. I don't have no remorse, me personally, for any of these people outside of America, because all of these people are anti-black. They don't like black. Me no black. Me no black. So I'm sitting here with my popcorn, calling plays, because I'm calling these plays like, yo, this going to happen, that's going to happen, because I already can see the play. I'm telling you, we're going to get Greenland. I keep stressing that. We're going to get Greenland. Okay? We're going to get Canada. Okay? We're not playing around. Don't play around with these damn Muslims. Don't play around with these jihadists. Don't play around with them. Don't play around with these cartels. Don't play around with these non-Americans. Not right now. You could have probably did that in the 90s. You could probably did that in the 90s. You could have got away with that with them in the 90s. But don't play around with no non-Americans right now. If they're not non-American, you shouldn't be playing around with them right now. You shouldn't be standing around with them right now. It's just that type of party right now. It just is. It just is.
The judge is important as to whether he can keep this thing moving along on a good timetable, but I think he will end up being convicted.
Okay, let me go ahead and give you a couple of things here. Democrats are going after the legality of this. Here is Democrat Jim Himes. Let's do that first from CBS on Sunday.
Clearly illegal under international law, right? No, full stop. UN Charter, no question there. Clearly not legal under the Constitution because though presidents of both parties have argued against this.
Wait, but I mean, see, this is why I'm here to make it simple for the people that just need to understand what's going on, who don't know, okay? You see this Democrat about to crash out for Maduro and the move that Trump just did on Venezuela? No Democrat crashed out when Obama destabilized Libya. Obama destabilized that African country, Libya. Okay? Nobody crashed out. And he did, and that was so vicious. Him and Hillary taxing. Hillary was the Secretary of Defense. Hillary was our Secretary of Defense, and Hillary was the supervisor over that particular incident that happened with Gaddafi, or operation on Gaddafi in Libya. We are tired of you people gassing us, gaslighting my people. We're tired of that. America, we up on it. And America is up. And when we say that, I got to teach my people who don't know, maybe know the black language or the black lingo or some of the black ebonics. When we say it's up, that means it's up. It's on. Okay? It's on. When we say it's up, nigga, it's up. It's on. It's time to get it on. It's up and it's stuck and it ain't going nowhere. It's on. Let's go. Let's go. Smack that like button. Let me see y'all smack that like button real quick. Let me see my Americans smack that like button real quick. We not playing around. The God Spear. She was Secretary of State. Secretary of State. Thank you for the correction. Because we want to get fact. We want to bring facts here. And anytime if I ever make a mistake as such, please feel free to correct me because we want to bring all facts. We don't want to deviate from the facts at all. Okay, we want all facts. Secretary of State. She was not the Defense Secretary. Let's go.
The Constitution is really pretty clear that the representatives of the people get to be consulted and ultimately approve military activity. That has not happened here at all. And so, again, there's nothing legal about this.
I want you to answer that. Go ahead and address the legality of that. Then I'll ask you a very specific question about the comparisons between Noriega and Maduro. Go ahead.
So first, on the Constitution, he's just wrong. It does not require it for military activity.
Let's
it
go.
requires it for going
let's
to
do
war.
Some legal, let's do some
and
legal
we
battle.
haven't gone to war here.
Let them do that legal battle.
Otherwise, over our entire history,
I like to see them
presidents
do
had
that
a lot of
legal battle.
latitude deploying military forces and using force in a targeted way to deal with threats to on to war here and other. Well, first, on the Constitution, he's just wrong. It does not require it for military activity. It requires it for going to war.
Let's go.
And we haven't gone to war here. And otherwise, over our entire history, presidents have had a lot of latitude deploying military forces and using force in a targeted way to deal with threats to the United States and to enforce our laws. And this is justified both as a law enforcement measure and as a national security measure. As the international law, it is not a violation of the international law. First, we have never agreed that under the UN Charter, the only time you can use force is when you're actually under attack, armed attack by somebody else. We've never agreed to that.
We never agreed to that.
That's not the only reason for defending yourself. We've always taken the position we can use force.
Hold on, y'all. Let's listen to the attorney real quick on these legal matters. Opinions are cool, but let's get some legal minds on this real quick. Talk that. Let me hear that. Talk that in the chat. Let me hear that.
Laws. And this is justified both as a law enforcement measure and as a national security measure. As the international law, it is not a violation of the international law. First, we have never agreed that under the UN Charter, the only time you can use force is when you're actually under attack, armed attack by somebody else. We've never agreed to that. And that's not the only reason for defending yourself. We've always taken the position we can use force to defend our vital national interests, the safety of the American people. So he's simply wrong on that. Furthermore, under international law, we clearly are the victim here. They have been violating international law by using their sovereign territory and their de facto control to conduct hostile activities that are slaughtering Americans. What are we supposed to do? Just sit here and let a narco state act like that? Right. You can't use law enforcement to prosecute them over there and get their cooperation because they are the problem.
They are the problem.
And so it's like in Panama. This is an appropriate.
If these people are running amok in another nation, but you need these people prosecuted because you have a mountain of proof of the crimes that these people are spilling out all over their nation. And it's like, wow, these people are not just facilitating crimes in their nation, they're somehow facilitating the advancement of high crimes here in America. So we're like, well, how will we deal with this? Because you cannot hold them accountable according to their courts because they are the courts. Therefore, you're going to have to pull off a regime change. You're going to have to pull and call the regime change card. You're going to have to pull that card. We can't have that. And we're not going to have that. This is America, damn it. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if any of you non-Americans heard, but this is America. We are the culture of the world. We set the policy for the world. Sorry, we got to tell you like this, and you have to learn it like this. But you got too big for your britches, non-Americans. I'm sorry if you feel non-American, but you are non-American. You have went to war against non-Americans. You have went to war against non-Americans. We can't play around. We can't play around. They're mad. They're mad because we're sending them back to their cave holes, their caves and their kitchens that's in the sand and has no ceiling. and rocks that make up their toilet bowls. Okay, this is what's going on. Yeah, we seen the videos. We've seen what's going on. We've seen that, and you don't have no type of humility, huh? You have no type of humility, huh? Yeah, I seen that. Yes, go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. Okay? You let them know we're not playing around. Deport. Richard Santana said. Deport. We're not playing around. Charlie James said, tell them, go back to Africa. Playing around with these damn people. We're not playing around with these damn people. They mad. They mad. Out of our damn face. You seeing what's going on?
Situation where we can enforce our laws by going in and arresting the perpetrator.
That's right.
So let me squeeze that in. All right? Here's the comparison between Maduro and Noriega. All right. And you tell us what we're missing, if there's a distinction or a difference now. Not recognized by the U.S. as legitimate leaders of the country at the time of apprehension. Both taken into custody January 3rd, ironically. Both indicted on federal drug trafficking charges. Both captured by military operation, no declaration of war or congressional authorization. Like Noriega of 1989, Maduro likely to invoke immunity defense. Like Noriega, likely to fail. The manner in which the defendant brought to the U.S. does not defeat the jurisdiction. So he was tried, imprisoned in the U.S., Noriega was, imprisoned in Europe, went to Panama where he died behind bars. What did we get wrong there?
Yeah, that's all right. There is a doctrine, by the way, called the Kerr-Frisbee doctrine. We briefed this, argued it at the time of the Noriega case, and the Supreme Court has been clear. It doesn't matter how he got here.
It don't matter.
He's in front of the court, and he's been charged. He stands trial and can be convicted.
That's it.
You know, all these arguments don't really affect his ultimate responsibility and the government's ability to bring this to trial and get a conviction.
Thanks for coming back. Appreciate your time.
We're not trying to air that.
Carrier bond.
You don't want to air no more of that. You heard that. You heard that. It's time, man. It's time for y'all to stop playing and go, man. It's time for y'all to stop playing and go. Go. All right? Y'all playing around. Y'all been playing around. Now we got to use our American might on your bosses. Okay? Because America, this is the boss of all bosses nation right here. Okay? I'm so glad to have grown up in the Emerald City and in the Emerald country. I'm so glad. The Emerald State, the Emerald country here in America, baby. We the best and we can't be beat. Oh, baby, we the best. Our DNA is the best. We can't be beat over here in America. Our white and black DNA be shattering everything. We don't play around over here in America. We just don't. We just don't. We know how to get along. We are intelligent enough to get along. We are intelligent enough to fight and still move forward here in America. We can't be beat here in America. And we're so glad and we're thankful because we serve a good God here in America. We don't play around. We let God take care of you. But at the times, God sent people to take care of you. Okay, he sent our people to take care of you. This must be done. They are mad about that. That's not our problem. That's not our problem. That's not our problem. That's not our problem. They mad at that, y'all. They mad at that. They mad. You see what's going on, right? Come on now. You see what's going on? You see Maduro right there. Uh-huh. You see Maduro, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold up.
Venezuela's. From the failure of Russian air defenses to the looming crash in oil prices. Here's why the fall of Venezuela is actually behind a defense treaty with Venezuela, promising that Russia would stand by its ally against any aggression. Today, we saw exactly what that promise was worth. The capture of Nicolas Maduro did not just topple a dictatorship in South America. It sent a shock wave of absolute panic all the way to Moscow. We are now seeing a rare moment of total honesty from Russian propagandists and oligarchs, who are suddenly realizing that Putin's own regime might be just as fragile as Venezuela's. From the failure of Russian air defenses to the looming crash in oil prices. Here's why the fall of Venezuela is actually a catastrophe for Vladimir Putin. Take a look at this analysis by none other than a Russian war blogger. This isn't funny at all, you imbeciles. It will not be profitable for us to extract oil now. In a couple of months, we'll all die of starvation. This is checkmate for this entire Russian economy of this imbecile traitor. I think he's talking about Putin. I hope he dies, the real bastard. This talentless, stinking piece of... This is a nightmare for us. They'll drop the oil price through the roof and take over all the sales. Now they will have the oil on top of everything else. This is effed up. We will be left without internet, in taxes, hugging our effing oil. We need to start killing the political leadership of our country. They are genuinely insane, and they are traitors. They should be hanged. The Americans just extended their existence for several more centuries, and ours will end in a month. I bet you guys...
You heard that Russian who was actually with and in an alignment with Putin and going into Ukraine. He just flipped on Putin as soon as us Americans swooped in and took the oil that's going to leave Americans in existence for generations upon generations to come. Okay, you just heard that. Okay, and that's what's going. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, man. You know, this is historic. This is historic. Okay, this is historic. These people are panicking right now all over the world. You just had the prime minister for the Caribbeans for the Caribbean islands. Basically speak today and talk about, we have to, we have to watch out and we have to talk about this and go to the World Court because our two largest ports, we get all of our products over from Venezuela and these two big ports, and we're like, yo, listen, man, we are American. We have to do what we have to do, man. Okay? And that's just what it is right now. And that's just what it is right now. Straight up. Straight up. And they, and they mad about that. They mad about that.
I'm not really a cupcake. Thanks to Mood again.
Mood is third-party tested, so you know.
And it took legally and illegally.
Major breaking political news out of St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tim Walz will not seek re-election as governor, and what a fall from grace this has been for him. You might recall in the spring of 2023, he pushed through several...
Smack that like button there, people. Smack that like button there, people.
Caught the attention of Barack Obama, who went to Twitter to give his endorsement for the programs, which eventually caught the attention of people like Kamala Harris, who chose him to be her running mate as the vice president. Introduced in Chicago at the convention in August of last year, a debate that was an absolute disaster with J.D. Vance. At one point called himself a knucklehead, but after reportedly billions of dollars have been stolen from taxpayers by way of the state of Minnesota, Tim Walz says he will not seek a third term. What a remarkable 2 years in the national spotlight.
Tim Walz is out.
And Walz hit Trump in his announcement. He said Donald Trump and his allies in Washington, in St. Paul, and online want to make our state a colder, meaner place. They want to poison our people against each other.
He's still talking about Trump? Or you about to,
and ultimately, they want to take away much of what makes Minnesota the best place in America to raise a family. Now, what else has been happening in this last month? Well, you have the discovery that there has been incredible amounts of fraud, and I think 98% of the people arrested were Somalis who are immigrants there in the state that were taking COVID funds and basically and Medicaid funds and stealing them from the American people under his watch or his lack of watch. Now remember, Kamala Harris chooses him as the vice presidential choice partly because he couldn't conceivably upstage her. She says in her book that she didn't want to go with Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, because he was Jewish. She actually says this.
Smack that like button there.
And then
Tap that like button.
Tim Walz, and he was a disaster from beginning to end. He also has a lot of confidence in himself, but I think that it was very clear to him after he had some discussions over the weekend that he would lose. He was a drag on the Democratic Party nationally, and the best thing that he could have done for the party, actually, and probably for him and his family, is to take this action today, which is to decide not to run for re-election.
So the initial reporting suggests $1 billion has been stolen. Since then, that number's gone higher.
It's higher.
How high, we don't know where it ends. And there are suggestions that it could be similar in other states. Mary Catherine Ham joins us now with an initial reaction. MK, good morning to you. What do you think? Tim Walz?
Well, I was reliably told that he was a great fraud fighter and that in fact the fraud was minimal or not happening, so I'm confused about how it suddenly became a fatal blow to his campaign. And I'm actually not confused because the fact is that the numbers were gigantic. This is perhaps unprecedented amounts of fraud, and he does have to answer for it because he was on watch the entire time. And I think it's unlikely, given the scale, that anyone who had power in the Democratic Party at this time, of which the Somali community that was engaged in this is a core constituency, didn't know about it, or at least turn a very blind eye to it. And man, the fall from VP candidate to this is quite spectacular.
Wow.
You have to wonder what the Minnesota Democrats are thinking, and they might be thinking this. It's reported that he met with Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Wow. That's it, man. That's it for him, bro.
VP candidate.
That's it for him, and that's it. That's the headshot for the Democrats. That is the headshot. That's the headshot for the Democrats right there. Your VP, your main guy who you put up there, your number 2 who you wanted to run. Wow. What a fall from grace.
The core constituency didn't know about it, or at least turn a very blind eye to it. And man,
damn.
The fall from
Damn. Bro. They saying that he knew something about that. They're saying that he knew something about that. Let me run that right back. Hold on.
amounts of fraud, and he does have to answer for it because he was on watch the entire time. And I think it's unlikely, given the scale, that anyone who had power in the Democratic Party at this time, of which the Somali community that was engaged in this is a core constituency, didn't know about it, or at least turn a very blind eye to it. And man, the fall from VP candidate to this is quite spectacular.
You have to wonder what the Minnesota Democrats are thinking, and they might be thinking this. It's reported that he met with Senator Amy Klobuchar over the weekend. And Senator Klobuchar has been trying from Washington, saying back home, you've got to get a handle on all of this. She is considering a run for governor. Perhaps they met and she let him know that he would lose in a primary to her.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think she would be a better choice than Tim Walz. She seems like the kind of person who wouldn't put up with this. But again, I would say anyone who was in power in the state of Minnesota had to know that some of this was going on. Whistleblowers were being very upfront about it. Folks, as you see from New York Times reporting and elsewhere, said basically the 2020 mind virus kept us from pointing out that this was happening because we were afraid because it was happening in marginalized communities, we couldn't stop them without being called racist. That is a total abdication of duty. And she's a senator from that state, so she had duties as well. So although she strikes me as a tough lady who can talk tough about this,
right.
There was stuff going on while she was on the watch as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Reports that
exactly. You always in on that. Ain't no way you get away with that much massive fraud. And you the senator, and you don't make a stink about that. You come on, bro. You didn't even say nothing about it. You didn't make nothing. You didn't say nothing about it. Now she want to run in Governor Walz's spot. Nah, for what? What you want to run? Nah, I mean, nah. We're gonna get Lindell up in there, Mike Lindell, and call it a night. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? We got to take the country back. We got to take the country back. Know what I'm saying? We can't be having that, man. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's nasty work, man. Nasty, nasty work, man. Oh, nasty work, man. This is crazy. Crazy, y'all, on what's going on. All of these people attempting to invade our country, don't want us to take our country back. All of these weird packages coming into our country, making our people go crazy. Check this out.
Exactly what Americans voted for.
Why does the United States need to take over the Venezuelan oil industry?
We don't need Venezuela's oil. We have plenty of oil in the United States. What we're not going to allow is for the oil industry in Venezuela to be controlled by adversaries of the United States. Why does China need their oil? Why does Russia need their oil? Why does Iran need their oil? They're not even in this continent. This is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live. And we're not going to allow the Western Hemisphere to be a base of operation for adversaries, competitors, and rivals of the United States.
This is
Period. Period. We're not going to allow our adversaries to be competitors of the United States right in our backyard. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that, man. Nah, we're not with that. We are not with that. I'm so happy that we have some true leadership at the helm here in America. Smack that like button there, people. Smack that like button if you're running with America right now. Smack that like button. Don't be mad. Be glad. Smack that like button if you're running with America. Let's go. Let's go. Smack that like button if you're running with, smack that like button if you're running with America. Ball striker bandits. Simple as that. Rubio is a boss. All right? No, I mean Rubio holding it down. Rubio learning from the best right now too. Rubio learning from the best right now. They mad. They are super, super, super mad. But we got to carry on. We can't worry about these people being upset with us here in America. Do not get offended because you are born American. Do not be offended by that.
Tony couldn't make it today. She too busy lugging her home. She just got for $1 million while we just received these high property tax bills. So we all here because of our property taxes. Some here, like Zoe and Miss Jessica, because y'all stealing black people's property. So I just want to know, because we just came from the city council meeting. We're coming there, and the city is blaming the county, and now you just blaming Springfield. And then when you, all these people, when they go to these town hall meetings and you send your puppets, they lie and they blame the invisible white man. Somehow they are pushing us out of our community. They want our property. They want black people property. They never say who it is. They just say, you know who they are. But when I come up in here, I see all black faces. I see Democrats. So are we talking about the Democrats are pushing black people out of their communities? The Democrats hate black people. The Democrats want our property and replace us with illegal aliens, because you all come in these meetings talking about the invisible white person, but we don't never see him, but we see all of you all here. And then you sit here, all these black faces, you sit here, all Democrats, and you sit here all arrogantly like your seats are secure, like we are not coming after these seats.
Tell them, sister.
Just like I told Brendan Johnson over there the first time I spoke on that mic. I said the same thing that's making y'all laugh and here gonna make y'all cry.
That's right.
And then you see what's happening. Same thing here. Now I'm giving y'all warning right here.
That's right. Hold on.
Same thing that's making y'all laugh and here is gonna.
Hold on. This the sister right here. This the sister that one of the first ones. She's one of the first ones that called for mass deportation and told Brandon Johnson, told him, you're gonna cry because it's about to go down. We're calling for mass deportation. She called for mass deportation, and she's throwing it in his face right now. She said, "You seen what happened?" She said, "You seen what happened, right?" Not playing with you damn illegal alien punks. Let's freaking go. Let's go, sister. Tell them again, sister.
That's making y'all laugh and here gonna make y'all cry. And then you see what's happening over there. The first time I spoke on that mic, I said the same thing that's making y'all laugh and here gonna make y'all cry. And then you see what's happening. Same thing here. Now I'm giving y'all warning right here. The same thing that's making y'all laugh and here is gonna make y'all cry. Mark my words.
That's a fact. Tell them, sister.
See, y'all sit here too comfortably, thinking that everything, black people stupid, that we don't understand what's going on, that we gonna vote blue no matter who, and all y'all gotta do is use the race card. All y'all gotta do is call white supremacy, the white man. But we're the heavily Democratic city from top to bottom. State and city, all Democrats.
All Democrats.
So can we say that the Democrats are racist white men or white women? Who is it?
It's them black.
This is what y'all telling us.
The black house Negro.
So I'm letting you all know, Chicago flips red. We are not paying these taxes. We're calling for a boycott on these taxes. Nobody is playing this game no more. We won't pay our taxes until we get a forensic audit on where all our money is going. We're demanding that. We're asking President Trump to send the feds here, the DOJ here. We need a forensic audit on where our money is going. We are not paying another, no property taxes, and we are calling for a boycott, and we're going around to every ward in the city and calling for it. You all gonna learn to stop playing with us, and you all gonna learn that you all work for us, and none of these seats secure, and we coming for those seats, and you can sit there like you sitting there, like you unbothered, all of you all, yeah, but you getting up out of those seats.
What is y'all talking about? We don't want to hear a damn thing. We don't want to hear nothing else. Oh, my sister don't put it down on them. Playing with these damn people over here. That's these damn bootlicking blacks. That's them bootlicking blacks, sister, that I was telling you about. A few of them that I done ran across. came in the chat. A few, come on, B. We can't be playing around. We tired of that. Tell them, sister, we're under attack, sister. We know that. The black community is under attack. We're not going to allow that. Got all these damn illegal aliens around us like that. Like it's sweet like that. Like it's sweet like that. It ain't sweet like that, bruh. It ain't sweet like that, bruh. We don't get down like that over here in America. What y'all think this is? Coming over here, trying to change our laws. Trying to change, got these damn Somalis over here tripping. Got these Somalis over here bugging out. Got all of these radicals over here bugging out. Coming over here, protesting, lying in the street with they self. Lying all in the street in front of our cars, protesting. What the hell y'all pro? If y'all don't take y'all damn ass, get your asses out of our damn country and go protest in your country. How the hell y'all not protesting those dictators in your country? Got the nerve to come over here and violate us, trick us. Listen, I'm from the hood. I know how you migrants give it up. I know. Okay? I know how you migrants give it up. Y'all are in the world of criminality. Y'all love that. You know what I mean? That's what y'all do. Scamming. You do a lot of scamming. I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like scamming people. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. We tired of it. We're tired of it. You got to go home. This is USA. This is the USA. Got these damn Islamic jihadists over here attempting to bring in it. Got this damn nasty ass damn song. I remember when I was attempting to defend these Muslims. I remember I just could not get with that song. That their prayer, right? But it's not about that. What it's about is, how dare you violate us and put that song, that prayer, over the PA system. That's violation. You can't do. You know that you would not allow Christians to go over to the Muslim nation and ring our bells. You know you wouldn't allow that. You would not allow that. We're tired of that. Now that we have done our research on you, now we see how anti-black you are. We see how anti-American you are. It's amazing to me. And then you want to come in the air and then fight to stay? That's telling me nothing more than you want to stay in the air and take over, and you want to fight. You want to rumble in the jungle with us. With us in America. Boy, this is a movie that's not going to go your way. This is a movie in America that's definitely not going to go. I bet you naturalized citizens did not think you were not going to be uprooted. I guarantee you didn't think. I was just looking at earlier today. There's a lady who was shipped out of here, dear people. She just got shipped out of here. And she was here. She came here at 5 years old. So all she knew was this. Went back. She was showing off where she's at now. Like, she was like, her kitchen was in the dirt. Covered. There was rocks around the perimeter. It wasn't even a kitchen. It was outside. And then if you walk a few feet, the bathroom was just perimetered off, blockaded with rocks. And within the perimeter of this circle of rocks was a smaller circle of rocks that you can sit down on and defecate. Literally. She went a few more feet in Haiti. She went a few more feet, and that was where they lived or where they would sleep. And it was different there, people. Be glad to be an American here, okay? Be glad, be loved, be humble to be humble to God. Be thankful to God that we are American. People could just up and just be like, you know what? I don't want these people in my country no more. And just, you know what? Rip up the paperwork, y'all out of here. Oh yeah. And that's what's happening right now. All because you people wanted to go to war with us. See, I mean, if you would have been quiet, you probably would have snuck past our detection as long as you did. You wasn't creeping past mines, because I've been people who have been on this particular subject here, these subject matters, have been going through what I have been going through for a very long time in regards to getting your accounts striked and just, you can't mention Trump. You mention Trump, that the algorithm want to play crazy with you, and you can't even put Trump in your titles, and it was bad. Trump people was getting locked up every which way. Families were separating, all because of the indifferences of ideologies. But we on top now, dear people, and we up and we staying, and it's stuck. I already told y'all about that. It's up and it is stuck. We are American. We are American. Put a USA in the chat if you rolling with that. Put a USA in the chat. We are American. We can't play around with these Muslim jihadists, invader, gangbangers. These Muslims are gangbangers. These Muslims are gangbangers. Where my Bloods and Crips at? I need the Bloods and Crips to start making it understand that these damn Muslim jihadists is trying to come for us. I gotta put my Bloods and my Crips on alert now. It's time now. It's time to get back to the old time ganging. The old school, the old time gangs, where the gangs was protecting the community. Yes, I'm calling on my yes, I'm calling on my Bloods and my Crips to start being aware of these Muslim jihadists. Where are my Bloods and my Crips? Where are my Bloods and my Crips? Where are my Hell's Angels at? Where are the Hell's Angels at? We must be neutral in our feelings towards one another. We must be neutral now. We are American. We are American. They are mad about that. They mad because once you know what we love. This is American. Once I mention Voltron, see, America understands. Once I mention Voltron, you understand. See, this is what America does. See, we come together. When it's time to come together, oh boy, it's going to be a few different colors of people, but we're going to come together and we're going to form Voltron on you. Okay? This is what we do here in America. Read the history books. But it only gets better and better and better throughout history. And we get tighter and closer here in America. You know how close we're going to be here in America after we get you people out here? You know how secure our borders are going to be from years and generations to come? Do you know how much finances we're going to be able to pull into our country now? It's no longer going to be a country to where you're just getting into the political infrastructure here in America to become rich. It's not gonna be no more of that. Okay, we're not gonna play around. Okay, these damn Somalis, damn, almost messing it up for people who really take care of the people in the community through their 501c3s. Me being one of them, almost messing it up for people who have 501c3s and who really do take care of the community. I have worked for, I was a vice president for a nonprofit in which we receive funds from the city and the county. I understand how this goes. And it was blacks that we had to relieve of their duty because they were stealing money for 10 years. So I seen how this works on a nonprofit level, and you are attached to your local government. I seen how that works. I seen it. Nope. Ain't nobody tell me this. I didn't see it on YouTube. I'm not learning about this from YouTube. I'm not learning about this from social media. I'm telling you that I was a part of that whole program and seen the fraud in the program and was a part of breaking up that fraud in that program. Put our own new executive director in place, put a new president in place, who then that president then began to go rogue. Okay, this is crazy. It's madness, and it's a fight in the community. It's the bourgeoisie, the boule in the community. A lot of the black elders in the community running these nonprofits that are receiving funds from our government are flat out laundering, stealing, flat out stealing. And I mean that. And I don't just mean the immigrant community. I'm talking about my black community also. We must start gatekeeping our community for real. And we're not going to allow these blacks who are FBA, because I am FBA, we're not going to allow the blacks that are boule and bootlicking and siphoning up, sucking up, extracting our funds from the black community that is definitely sent from the federal government into the county, onto the city, to go directly to you, into your nonprofit, and you're supposed to hand that out in some form of whatever your program constitutes to the community and benefit the community, and you don't do that. You could bring in supermarkets. You can build your own supermarket, with all of this funding that comes in. You could create an immense portion of jobs. It's so much you can do. You can create concerts. You can bring in celebrities. You can throw celebrity parties. It's so much you can do with that federal funding, and these people don't do that. These people steal the money. These people. This is largely why the black community has been looking the way it's been looking. That's a fact. In the white community, they receive a lot of an immense portion of assistance from their local government, because that's what it's there for. It's not it's there's all type of programs for them now, and I'm not talking about welfare, and I'm not talking about social service. So all type of programs, beneficial programs literally for you, that is sent from the federal government for you. And I'm not talking about just relief, Red Cross funds or anything like that. Yeah, they send that too, but I'm not talking about just that. And these people are stealing funds, stealing assets. But this is what's going on. But we see it largely in the immigrant community, the fraud and the scam. Okay, the fraud and the scamming is largely in the immigrant community. Now, I'm not going to say every black community is getting down like that, but you can kind of tell which ones are, by the way they are running their politics. And if you look at around the community, you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. know what I'm saying? Exactly. What about the homeless vets? Ray FBA said Venezuela was a light exercise to check their temperature. Absolutely. You hit it right on the nose. That was to let them know. We needed that. We wanted to leave that government in place only to negotiate with them by after taking their commander in chief. Now we're going to negotiate with you. That was great. We took their king. We minimized our resources. We did not have to bring in a whole large scale and wave of troops. We minimized using as much American assets as possible. Okay. Not only that, this operation was great because it was an operation of abundance because we have now secured and quarantined the most oil in the world. So Venezuela alone had the most oil in the world. Now we do, on top of the oil, the 45 billion drums of oil we already possess here in the US of A. Okay, we now have more oil than Saudi. Now have more oil than the whole Middle East, than anybody in the Middle East. We have more oil. Okay, that is a fact. Okay, check the stat. Okay, that's a fact. We are not playing around. They not playing around. Why should we play? Smack that like button, dear people. Smack that like button. They're not playing with us. No USA troops, no oil. DT is repurposing a huge part of UCLA Berkeley to house and give to vets. Salute. That's Calvin. Nah, man. It's not about that. These people, you're not understanding. It's a new sheriff in town. He's not a politician. We called on this man. We called on our hitman. Donald Trump is our hitman. Okay? He is not playing around. And when you give a hitman a task, he don't have no emotion. He don't have no emotion when it's time to get the job done. He's coming to strike you. And I mean on all levels. We need the job done. So all type of people and industries must be zapped. Okay? That's a fact. This is what's going to happen. Governor Walz, he's done. I'm telling you, Trump is just doing everything right now that we're asking him to do. And I remember, I want to say about maybe 3 months ago, Black MAGA, we were sitting there like, Trump, man, we got to move faster. We got to move, and Trump has been moving, and since then he's been moving very, very, very fast. Okay, warp speed. Okay, we're calling on warp speed. We need it to go faster. It's not going as fast as we want. It's regarding the immigrants, but now that we have Venezuela, that is going to accelerate. We still have some straightening to do with the current government that's in Venezuela. We still have some work to do on them, but we are going to get them out of there. They are not going to be in power. I could tell you this. 5 years from now, that current regime not even 3 years from now, that current regime, I'm not even giving them that long, but I can just tell you 3 years from now, that current regime that's in Venezuela they won't be there. That current regime is either going to get down or lay down. Trump basically told them, okay, they're either going to get down or they are going to lay down. All right. But I don't think she's going to play stupid. I think that she's going to concede and understand that she has no choice because Trump already threatened her very, very loudly. He told her, we will do you work. He told her, we will do you worse than Maduro. Okay? He told her. He told her, do the right thing. He literally said, do the right thing. She better do the right thing like Spike Lee, make like Spike Lee and do that right thing because it's going to be, I already can imagine what the strike is going to be like on her. I can already imagine. These people are going to stop playing around with us. Our government have been playing with us for years. And we have somebody in a force in office not playing around, getting to the bottom of it, damn, cutting all damn bad weeds and bad roots off of our American tree. Man, y'all better get on up out my face. Y'all better get on up out my face. Then y'all have all of these immigrants pressing against us, protesting from the east to the west. Where my Bloods and Crips at? We about to smack some immigrants up, y'all. Some immigrants got to get smacked up politically. But where my Bloods and my Crips at? Where my Hells Angels at? We can't be allowing these damn immigrants up in here, y'all. Nah. We can't be allowing them violating our, nah. We're going to have to be setting up a force that go up against these contingents that's blocking ICE. These protests that's being formulated, we need to start creating some force to go up against these people. Or we need to create some network to some form of resistance to go up against these illegal alien gangbangers. Like the Muslims who want to get out there and protest all the damn time. And all of these other various nations that's America is a land of it's the land of immigrants. Man, if you don't get your ass out of my damn country, hell is you over here talking about America is a land of immigrants? I'm smacking something. I feel like smacking something. America, we tired of that. We are tired of that. I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to hear it right now. Even if you are an immigrant, but you're an American immigrant, but you're supposed to be here, I still don't want to hear that right now because it's not a land for immigrants right now. It's just not. We're not hearing that. We're tired of it. We got to put some straightening on it. We got to get down to the real American. That's why Donald Trump has called for the census. We need to know who the hell is who. We need to know who is who. Events said the immigrants from EU next. Get. Yo, Donald Trump is going to, right now, he's battling the EU right now. You ain't know? Donald Trump battling the EU right now. We're about to take Denmark. The EU already sent strong words to Donald Trump about that. We're going back and forth with them right now. If you've been following what's going on my live streams, I've been telling you, Donald Trump is creating a new white man. It's all right. So when your new kids and your grandkids and all of them and your great-greats start coming, there's going to be a new mindset, a new white mindset that's going to be instilled, even if you don't agree. It's just going to be what it is. All right? Majority going to rule. Okay? Trump is building a new white man, a new white mindset. That's what he's doing. On the other hand, the blacks are building a new black man, a new black mindset. Okay? We are not playing around here in America no more. No more. That strike that just happened, boy, that was like waking up the pancakes. Tell me that you didn't like to see. Tell me that didn't light your eyes up, your American eyes, when you seen that, when you woke up to what happened after the New Year's. Don't tell me you wasn't, and don't tell me you wasn't excited. Don't sit here and act like I was the only one in America excited. Don't play me like that. Don't play me like that. Don't act like I was the only one sitting here excited when I woke up like this. Let me go. Oh, let me go get dressed. Yo! Don't tell me y'all wasn't excited when y'all seen that. What? Getting busy. American style. We're not playing. We tired of people talking, all of this talking, in politics. They want to yap. We're tired of that. Let's get some action done. We've been telling you for years. You put indictments on the same man. You did nothing. No type of action. Yes, you have been blocking him, and yes, you have stalled their oil production because you blackballed the Venezuelans from using what they need, the ingredients that they need to turn their oil turn their oil into that thin oil that's needed to be transferred and that can flow through the hoses, pause, nice and cleanly and smoothly, pause. Yes, we've blocked you through the years in doing that, and that's why you have a lot of that oil that you do have. However, it's all divine because all of it was saved up because that was supposed to be ours. Y'all were playing around doing demon work forever. And now that forever has finally come to a clean stop. We're done with you people playing with us here in America. But the thing that I don't like, and I'm so glad that our American boss is taking care of a business out and about, outside of America. I'm very, very excited about that. However, I'm extremely livid about these immigrants that's in here talking in America, talking crazy to us, even having the nerve to get into our American chat and talk crazy. Now, if the immigrants that's not from America and they're in the chat and they're talking crazy, that's cool. See, because they're in their country. I actually salute them. They're in their country. Okay, but the ones that's in America talking about Americans, boy, I'm ready to backsmack something. I see when that happened. I don't know if y'all heard about the Incredible Hulk, but my shirt start to want to break off, and green all over my body start to want to pop up. Okay, and I just be ready, and my gloves just somehow appear on my hand. I just be ready to get it on. I'll be ready to get it on with y'all. I know my Americans feel like that too. I know my Americans feel like that. I know you do. I know you do. We're tired of that. We're ready to backsmack something. I'm ready to knee somebody in the groin. Who's ready to knee somebody? Let me see somebody put a leg in the chat. Who's ready to knee somebody in the groin? You just want to knee an immigrant. Who wants to knee an immigrant? I really do. Nobody said I didn't take you off the earth. What's wrong with that? Boys can't fight no more? Is that such a bad thing? Men can't fight no more. Is that such a bad thing? We can't fight no more. I didn't say I wanted to take you off the earth. I do want to take you off of my country soil. However, I can't knee nobody in the groin no more. It's a bad thing if I knee an immigrant in the if I need an immigrant, I just want to need an immigrant in the grind. That's bad. They want to call me. They want to call me. Call us. They want to call you, Calvin, me, you. They want to call us Americans bigots. They want to call us racists and racists and all of this, right? Over here in America, right? Right, my white people? Hey, black people, right? You getting called racist now too, right, blacks? Right? So why do we not, why not? Let's just be American. I mean, they feel like we racist, we're bigots. Let's be that, because this is wartime. See, yes, you have a form of integrity in wartime. However, you're not Mother Teresa in wartime. You're not Mahatma Gandhi in wartime. Okay? All right? And when I say a level of integrity, you're not going to harm children, right? We're not going to harm children. And when I say a level of integrity, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to harm the sick, right? We're not going to do that. But we want to need some of you healthy ones, some of you healthy immigrants, some of you healthy jihadists, some of you healthy cartels. We want to need some of you in the grind. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We tired of that. Looking at us funny when we come into the stores, into our buildings. You still have huts back at your house and your home, and you looking at us crazy. Jacking up the prices, stealing our funds. Price gouging. You've been committing all type of treason to our country. Damn Hispanics get hit from their people. They poppy hit them with all of those bricks. You would think they would come and really truly spread love like that. And nah, they don't try to do that. They rip you. They rip you off. They sell you dummies, and you can go for weed and go get ounces of weed. They giving you dummy packs of weed. And now they upped it now. Now they putting fentanyl in the drugs now. Oh no, now y'all bugging now. Now y'all are bugging now. And I'm glad that it stopped. It's stopping. It's stopping. I remember the fentanyl. They was giving all type of they were giving out fentanyl for the low, damn near giving consignment for the low on fentanyl. These, you know what I'm saying? These people will come over here and get it to the people who normally peddle that drugs and all that. And you know what I'm saying? And these drugs, and they would, you know what I mean, just give it consignment. You know what I mean? They would hand bricks off to people in the hood, or hand them quarter bricks, or hand them a quarter, or what have you, so forth and so on. Whatever it is that they are handing out to these people for consignment. But that's what they were doing with this fentanyl. And they're still, and this is the thing, they act like the fentanyl does not affect the black community. Yes, it does. They're putting it all in the crack. They're putting it in the pot. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I don't know what these people think. Oh no, it's just happening to the white community. I mean, that don't make it no better. You have a drug coming in the air, taking people stone cold out. What do you not even giving them a chance? Like, because all it takes is a pinky, a half of a pinky nail to take you out of the fentanyl if you get a piece of that, or if you grab that portion. That's all it takes. You gone. Before, it used to be it was your choice to OD. because you would have to like really consume a large amount to OD before, and you know, when you would use drugs before. But now with what they are putting in these drugs are turning people completely into angels, leaving their body straight up and down. This is war. So yeah, bomb and death to the Islamic nation. Okay, death to all of death to their ideologies. Okay, and we cannot have that here in America. You can have your Muslim ideologies back home, and it's death to Muslim ideologies in regards to being here in America. We can't have that. And when I say death, I don't mean it. I don't mean it to mean physical. I mean that it must cease to exist here in America. We cannot allow that here in America. We will not. We have peaceful Christians. Oh no, I don't believe in God. No, I don't believe in Jesus. Some of the Americans over here. No, that Jesus, he ain't black. Nah, he ain't black. He ain't black. I don't believe in Jesus. Okay, dude. Okay. But there are elders from our family that do believe in that Jesus. Right? There are family members that do believe in that Jesus. And we must protect our family, don't we? Shouldn't we? Aren't we supposed to protect our family? You know, our family is largely made up of Christians, you know that. And even if you're not Christian, you live under Christian values and laws. You don't live under Sharia law. We secular over here, secular law. We're the best, man. I love America. Hey, Americans, I love you, Americans. I do. And you know what's funny? You immigrants are really making me love my Americans more and more. I'm telling you, we're getting closer because it's making me love them more and more. When I see an American black dude, bro, it makes me feel really good. More. When I see an American white dude, bro. When I see a white dude, nothing really came to my mind. It's just like a dude walking. I don't know. But now when I see him, I'll be like, hey, what's going on? You know, he'd be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, we both know the nod and all that. Whites and blacks, we look at each other. We know the nod. We be like, we don't even got to say nothing to each other. That's an American thing. That's an American thing. The nod. We be like, yo, we don't even got to say nothing. No hand gesture, nothing. We walk by, we like, dude, like, just keep it moving. That's American, baby. An American handshake. That's how we do. We have a different form of communication over here. We vibe different. We do. We listen to different forms of music over here, and we be loving it. We be jamming in our clubs over here. We love it. We ball hop, white and black clubs. We ball hop. We go to the club, go to the bar. That's what we do, and vice versa. I'm telling you. Maybe not in your area. Maybe you don't know about that, but I mean, in our areas that we be around, it's like that. And since these immigrants have been turning up, boy, us Americans, we have been coming together. Whites and blacks have been coming together. Seeing eye to eye like a freak. Like, damn. We are like, yo, what up, dude? Yo, y'all be like, yo, what up? Y'all be like, cause nigga, we know it's time. Like it's like that's our comrade. Like, yo, it's shit, nigga, it's about to be time for it's time for war. It's on, y'all. It's on. They mad. We standing up. We standing up regardless. Regardless, for Jesus, in Jesus' name. They mad about that. You can be mad about that. But this is what we do over here in America. America lives under Christian values. America does not feel like she is atheist. And we are so glad that Donald Trump has gotten rid of that nonsense in the military that was hanging over a lot of the troops' heads, the controversial, disgusting business that was going on in the military, and and the flags that were being flown over governmental buildings. Donald Trump has just been coming in to the White House and just been cleaning up. This is one of the greatest years politically that we have all experienced. What a miraculous comeback for Donald Trump and the American people, because we all lived it. We all was going through it. I don't care. You all was going through it in your own way. Donald Trump was going through it in his way. 91 counts on him, indictments. I mean, head almost blown clean off. His head almost got taken clean off like Kennedy. Okay. And we talking about the man get back into power. We fight. All of us fought. We were fighting every day. Don't act like you remember. Y'all were getting up, whether you were creating content or looking at the news or looking on social media or getting into to content creator spaces and shooting up comments. Whether you were doing any of that, you seen what was going on with these people, and for this miraculous comeback, it's just uncanny. I mean, you can't make this up in a sci-fi movie. Okay? And not only that, come back to take all of the oil that we need, for a very long time, and some, and able to do business now, true business. Do not have, how many of my people love to not have to worry about a boss, right? Or have to worry about an element of a company where they are always using their assets to leverage you and leverage your money and your dollar. Okay? Now we don't have to worry about these people. We don't even have to do business with our adversaries. Okay? We don't even have to do that. Actually, we now, if we wanted to, we could cut off all ties to the Middle East if we wanted to. We don't want to cut off all ties, but if we wanted to, we can do that. But we need to not cut off all ties, because I understand how radical these jihadist maniacs are. Okay, we cannot leave them foreign. They would put everybody into slavery over there in the Middle East and Africa. They would enslave every damn body, and then make all of those people be into become Muslim and march for them and rise up, all to take out America. No, we ain't with that. We ain't with that. So that's why I shout out, and that's why I shout out to Israel. Man, we are not playing. You saw Donald Trump standing right there with Bibi Netanyahu, during New Year's celebration, and then the ball dropped, and then boom, my boys, the Blackbirds, my boys went out there and scooped up Maduro, scooped him right up, playing around with you. You're not gonna have Iran coming up in there and think we're not playing. Bibi Netanyahu over here in the States and chilling out in Mar-a-Lago, chilling. What's up, Bibi? What's up, Bibi? Shout out to the IDF over there. We ain't freaking playing around. know what I'm saying? We ain't playing around. I know, you know what I'm saying? I already know, you know what I mean? We get to, you know what I mean? The blacks go over there to Jerusalem, you know what I mean? They'll be treating us with the respect that we deserve, and I appreciate that, IDF. I appreciate that, Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? We're not freaking playing around. They want these Muslims to come over here and get in power and take over and spit out all of these new Muslim babies, huh? So you can take from my babies and take from my babies. No, that ain't happening. Take from all of the American babies. No, we're not having that. Who are you Muslims? Take your damn radical ass Muslim ideology, stone cold on up out of here. Okay? Straight up and down. Take that on up out of here. We don't want that here. We don't want that here. We don't want that. We don't want an ex-trafficking network here. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Within our religion. You know what I'm saying? And on our streets. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. All right? So talking that. You people are nuts. You look very, very weird. You look like we don't know what you're gonna do. You know, no, man, we don't like that. No, we don't like that. Damn near talk English. I'm tired of being around me personally. I'm tired of being around people who do not know how to talk English. I'm tired of being around y'all. I really want you to go home. Yes, I don't like hearing it no more. I don't like hearing. I don't. I used to want to learn Spanish because I grew up in the Bronx around Spanish people, and because I wanted to know what they were saying. It wasn't that I just wanted to know, like, people. It's like I could be talking to a Spanish dude, you know, he's talking to me in English. Boom. Then when his people come around, but the other dude, let's say they both talking English, and then they'll go right into talking Spanish. I'll be like, okay, I'll be just sitting there like this, okay. Okay. Like, what the freak? I'll be like, what the freak, man? I thought we was all just having an English conversation here. And, you know what I'm saying? And now they're talking Spanish to one another. So I just wanted to learn Spanish before, but now I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I'm telling you, when they be talking Spanish around me right now, I'll just be like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. When they be talking African, yo, bro, I just don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. If you're not talking English, I don't want to hear it. Is something wrong with that, y'all? I don't know. Calvin, something wrong with that, Calvin? I don't know. Help me, Calvin, because I just don't want to hear it, Calvin, you know? Help me, Calvin. Help me. Am I wrong? Calvin said, Calvin telling somebody right now, look at Matthew chapter 15, verse 28. Jesus healed the Canaanite woman's daughter. Why? She wasn't an Israelite. My boy Calvin be cooking you dudes, bro. He be cooking you dudes. You know what I mean? When will you dudes know that? When will you learn that you lost? You can't it's like you can't It's like talking a brick wall with these Muslims. They don't understand and know that they are just delusional, born into slavery and bondage, born into a mechanized weapon system called Islam. They don't understand that. They don't understand that. They women don't understand that. But the thing is, we don't have time to be explaining to these people how delusional they are. We don't have time to do that now. It's wartime. We don't have time. But they are delusional. They have been born into this. They don't. But I don't understand how they can't see this. Who does that? Who protects these type of people who go around wanting to explode themselves and take out 3 and 4 blocks at a time? Who I mean, who does that? Let's be honest here. Say, you know the truth, and so does God. That's Vinny Garthright. No, not Garthright. Vinny Garth. Vinny Garth. I'm gonna just say Vinny Garth right now. Mr. Cool Millie. What's up, Mr. Cool Millie? Do you like Trump? Trump the man. Trump the GOAT, Mr. Cool Millie. I like that name, Mr. Cool Millie. Trump the GOAT. Trump the best president I ever seen in my life. Freak these other presidents. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. We starting a whole new America. And Trump is George Washington. Trump is the new George Washington. We starting America. America starts from right now. The new children that will be coming in, they won't know what the hell going on with George Washington. It's about right freaking now. Okay? We changing up the Constitution and all that. We not playing nothing right now. We changing that all up. Yeah, them Muslims gotta go, Vinny. Vinny, them Muslims gotta go, Vinny. I mean, yeah, Vinny, them Muslims gotta go. I love them. See that black and white. Ooh, that's your broad board. I like that black and that white heart with them black. Ooh, with them black and white animals. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we talking blagger over here. Know what I'm saying? Blagger. Know what I'm saying? We going, you know what I'm saying? We going purple over here. This black, you know what I'm saying? This is MAGA over here. This is Make America Great Again. And this is a movie I want to see in real time. We are getting to see it done in real. It is a movie. Every day we get to wake up, look, see what the hell, see, whoa, and we get to get on it when we can collaborate and converse with one another about this, like-minded individuals conversing about this. Yes. You know, most of the people that's in our spaces around us physically probably don't understand and know what's going on. So we get around each other and make sure we are staying abreast and keeping up to what's going on. Because hell, I'll be learning some things from you in the chat also. I'll be learning, like, you know what I mean? Because I'll be like, oh damn, I'll be like, oh, that's happening too. There's a few things I might have missed, or a few incidents that came up that I didn't see, right? Like, for instance, one of my great chat members earlier in the chat was like, don't forget to talk about WAS. And I was like, oh yeah, don't even worry about that. We got that on the lineup, right? But the thing is, if I didn't know about what was going on with WAS, if I wasn't updated today about the update about what was going on with WAS, I would have probably missed that. And I'm glad I didn't miss that. But still, man, we be keeping each other abreast, because iron sharpens iron. You cannot sharpen iron with anything else. Iron sharpens iron. We're not playing around. American. Janig. I hope I said that right. Janig said President Trump is for this country, America first. That is it. He's for this country, not playing around. Talking about, oh, he's just trying to fill up his pockets. America, he's a billionaire, you big dingbat, trying to always act like he was Nancy Pelosi that came in with no money and now she's, 200 million up, right? No, we're not talking about, like your girl from Somalia over here. We're not talking about this one. All right. We're not talking about her.
soomaaliya biyaheeda dad kaleeta iyo badeeda dad kale ma qaadanayaan waddanka maraykankana kuma taageerayo dad kaleeta in annaga ayna dhacaan marka taas ka seexda.
See, I'm tired of hearing that type stuff. I'm tired of hearing that type talk. You know what I mean? I don't want, if I can't understand it, if I can't understand it, you know, you're gonna have to go. You have to go home with that. If I can't understand it, I don't want to hear it. If I can't understand it, I literally don't want it in my circumference. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I don't. I don't know if you plotting. I don't know what you're doing. And if you both know English, why the hell you all talking Spanish or talking some other language if you know English? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the people that's in the country that don't know no English. None. Absolutely, absolutely no English. President Trump. Thank you so much, President Trump. And thank you, American people. Thank you, Americans. Because you are the ones that put them in there. You did that. You was not playing around, man. We was on these chats every night, man. We would, yo, man. I remember I was getting banned on all type of social media networks. I wasn't on Facebook like that as I should, because I was on other platforms, because they was doing the most on this platform at one point, but I love the way they operating now. But smack that like button there, people. Don't forget to subscribe to the War Zone. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe to the War Zone. I'm gonna be on tomorrow at 9. I might jump on early like I did tonight. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and support the channel by tapping that like button and hitting that notification bell so you can get these great, outstanding alerts, okay, on what's going on. Okay, let's go. Okay, Cool Millie. Why Cool Millie? Why is that? Yeah, I'm supposed to give views, Cool Millie, but I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I literally know what I literally know what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about nothing. I know what I'm talking about. And everything that I'm talking about can be fact checked. I didn't say nothing out of line that was false when it comes to facts. Now, in regards to me not wanting to be around you Muslims or you immigrant invader traders, yeah, oh no, I have an immense portion of disdain for you people. I legit do not like you people, because I know and understand now that you don't like black people. Guess what? You know what I was thinking about today? I'm like Maduro. I'm seeing him getting perk walked. He's being perk walked into the United States. And I'm like, you know what? That man, if the black man was over there and he went to Venezuela, that man, Maduro, was calling us nigga. He was disrespecting us blacks. He don't like us blacks. So what do I care about you immigrants? No, I don't care about you. No, I can't say that. I do care. I care enough that I really care to the point where I really want you to leave. I really don't like you. You are an enemy to my state. I don't like guess what? I don't like my enemies. You know what I'm saying? I don't like them. You know, I just don't. But my religion teach me to love my enemies. That don't mean I gotta like them. That don't mean I gotta like them. That don't mean I gotta be hanging out with them and wanting to save them. I'm not saving their asses. I'm not saving their asses. Not no immigrant. Not no immigrant. This is America first. Miss Hummingbird said, America first. Freaking immigrant. We don't give a damn about none of that. just Janae, I hope I said that right. Janae said, Minister Warzone, thank you and Happy New Year, everyone. Janae is shouting all the true Americans out. She's not shouting out you Muslim, Islamic invader traitors. She's not shouting y'all out. No, she's not shouting y'all out. We don't like you. We've been doing research on live about you damn Muslim invader traitor Islamic jihadist punks. You know, we don't got time for that. And you Latinos who want that smoke, man, we already giving you the smoke right now. I can't wait till we get to Mexico, man. I can't wait till we get to Mexico. I can't wait till we get to Colombia. Okay? Okay? You know I can't wait for Greenland too, but that's cookies. That's hot cookies straight out of the oven. That's gonna be so easy to bite into and go on Greenland. We're gonna take Greenland. But Canada, they're gonna try to put up a fight, but we're gonna bust their ass. We're gonna bust Canada ass. Watch. I mean, when I say a fight, I don't mean physically, because they know better. But we're gonna bust Canada ass because we're gonna take that country. Because it's ours. It's divine. It's supposed to be reunited with America. This is the United States. So we gotta unite all of that. That's ours. You ain't gonna be attached to our landmass and we not take. That's ours. How the hell are we attached to a landmass and we don't got control of that? You over there in Canada, we don't got control of that. That landmass is attached to the United States of America. That's ours. That landmass is literally attached. That's ours. You can walk over on certain parts from the United States or right over to Canada. That's ours. That's ours. Canada has too many liberals. We can't let them vote right anyway. They got to be like a Puerto Rico type situation. I get you, Calvin. All I'm saying, something got to happen. That's all I'm saying, Calvin. That's why I said, Calvin, it's going to be a fight. And thank you for clearing that up, Sergeant of Secretary of Defense. Thank you for clearing that up. Said 50,000 people in Greenland, 57,000 people in Greenland, Calvin. And did you see their landmass? Oh no, bro. My eyes got big, and I'm not even in the president's cabinet. My eyes got big, man. We need that. No, we need that, and that's, you know what I mean. And only reason I'm saying that is because you sitting right at the tip of our border, man, right at the top of our border, where if you're invaded by China or Russia, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We can't have that. We don't care about your nice talking politics right now. Not in wartime. In wartime politics overrides your civilian politics in wartime. You got, so it is what it is. Charlie James says, join the army. Get suited and booted. We need Greenland before Russia tries to take it. Absolutely. See what I'm saying? That's Joey Jag. See, we have some intellectuals in the chat. That's Joey Jag. See what I'm saying? Absolutely correct, Joey. Can't be allowing it. We can't. You see, damn, and maybe Russia gave us Venezuela because we gave them some, a good portion of chunks, or we're working it out with them on, in Ukraine. Maybe, what I'm saying? Maybe Vladimir, I'm saying, he ain't going to even push back on that. I'm talking about because in Venezuela and all that. and fully defend Venezuela, because we doing some Trump over there doing some strategic negotiating, with the whole Ukraine-Russia war. Maybe Trump is sweetening the pot for Putin over there in Ukraine, because Trump got full power, full autonomy over Ukraine now, because this dude from Ukraine, the leader from Ukraine, he capitulated. So, what I'm saying, they didn't work out all of the details, but I think maybe, and I didn't hear this from nobody, you heard this here first, but maybe, what if Trump sweetened the pot for the Russians, and the Russians in return, going to step back and let us have the, what I'm saying, the oil, who knows? I don't know. But I wouldn't think Russia would want us to get that oil, though. So I don't know, but it is what it is. We now have full control of that oil, and that is very, very impressive and needed. Okay? Aren't you always tired of paying those gas prices? What are you talking about? You complain about the gas prices. Come on, bro. Come on. Canada begging for Trump. See what I'm saying? That's what I mean, Ms. Hummingbird. I would think maybe the citizens would want Trump, because I like this Canadian citizens. I haven't met a Canadian that pissed me off yet. So I don't know. And a lot of the I met a lot of women from there. A lot of the women that I met are nice. A lot of the women from Canada that I have met, they're polite, and they seem pretty normal to me, like Americans, So I think Canada would be ideal for us to take, and we need it for national security purposes anyway. So Canada is going to have to capitulate. I understand that they're liberal and they're gonna have to capitulate. We don't, Calvin, if we take away Canada's, if we overnight, Canada will implode. If Trump put the full tariff that he had on Canada, Canada will fold. They can't survive without the United States. Calvin, you know what I'm saying? They can't survive without us. We know that. We've been too nice for nothing. For nothing. We're tired of nice politics. We need to be living in reality now. Damn near Machiavelli politics is activated now. Machiavellian politics is activated now. We are living in this reality here. These people are ganging up on us all over the world. Damn, North Korea testing ballistic missiles to try to reach California. Come on. All they have to do is take a vulnerable ass country like or island like Greenland. All they have to do is park their missiles right there or in Venezuela. Come on, bro. I see you like them snow bunnies. You say I see you like them snow bunnies. Why you say that? Because I said that they were nice. Lewis Animal. I'm an American. I like all Americans. You know what I'm saying? And I want all of you non-Americans to exit my country. That's the way I feel. And can't nobody put me in the box anyway. I could do what I want to do. I can do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel. Niggas ain't gonna tell me how to feel and who to get around and who to be around and who to talk to. I am an American. You know what I'm saying? Dudes can't beat me. Most dudes can't beat me anyway, so I don't be caring about what they talking about too much anyway when they trying to go up against me. So I don't, you know. Here for the animal videos. What's up, here for the animal videos? Say, I love your channel. Spit the truth. Thank you so much. I salute. Thank you so much. Thank you so kindly. Yes, yes, yes. You're not playing around over here. It's the USA all day. They mad. They mad because we want to talk the truth over here and converse with our Americans. We want to communicate with our Americans. They're mad. We spanking their ass all over the internet, all outside. I noticed the looks from these damn ashy ass looking Muslims. I noticed the looks. I be seeing them. They don't like us at all. They don't like us at all. Them little short, little Smurf looking dudes. They don't like us at all. Weird looking dudes sitting on a damn floor in a congregation talking weird about us black people. Make me want to slap them off the earth. Make me want to slap them. Just slap them out there. Just slap their soul out their body. You don't want no. That's the way I be feeling. That's the way I be feeling. Shout out to the Secretary of Defense, Calvin and Hobbies. Said Jason, colors we're only talking about right now is red, white, and blue. Exactly. It's only colors we talking about right now. They don't understand. It's wartime. You want to come up in there, oh, so I see you talking about the snow bunnies. Nigga, we don't give a damn about none of that stupidness you talking about right now. It's wartime, fool. You gonna try to bring that up right now? Try to divide the whites and the blacks right now when it's wartime, fool? You're outnumbered. It's 43 million blacks, and you're outnumbered just by the illegal migrants alone. It's just by them alone you are outnumbered. Okay? Let's be real here. It's 180 million migrants here in America. And when the war is on, guess what? They are all anti-black. They are all anti-black. All of them are against you. And guess what? All of them are against the whites. And I study military tactics and strategy. And I understand that. Hold on. I understand 1 + 1 = 2. I do understand that. If you have these immigrants outnumbering the black man and woman here in America, then if I look to my right and I see the white people, they are also disliked and hated by these very same illegal migrant gangbanger filth. Why would I not look to the white people to say, hey, buddy, I know we don't be singing Kumbaya with one another, but you see them motherfuckers over there? You see them over there? Yeah, I see them. Let's get to it, Nick. Let's get to it, bud. Let's go. Freak is you talking about, man? We got kids out here, fool. We got kids out here. Heck out of my damn face. I'm going to always play around with us Americans. It ain't no time to divide us Americans. There ain't no time to be talking that black talk. Freak is you going to do when the war is on and you only got just... I mean, come on. We don't got time for that right now. We don't got time for that right now. Even when we just don't got time for that right now. Not right now. Not right now. Not when you have invaders coming in, want to take over your damn country. Why would you want your children to go through that? Why? Why? Saving America is not standing off of black principle. Saving America is absolutely 1 billion gazillion % standing on black business, boys and girls, if you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. I don't need to see what the white people were doing. I didn't need to see what they were doing to get on this type of time. I saw what these damn immigrants were doing. I looked at my community. These people are everywhere. They look like they are outnumbering us everywhere. What are you talking about? Yeah. Miss Candy James, right. If they don't know, now they know. The Notorious B.I.G. And guess what? Marco Rubio said that earlier. Told that lady during the press conference, listen, figuratively speaking, but he said these exact words. He said, listen, if they don't know, now they know. All right? And listen, that's Biggie, baby. We know they listen to hip hop. They know what time it is. Shit, you got Trump walking out to 50 Cent. You got Trump walking out to 50 Cent. You got Trump playing 50 Cent music walking out. He didn't just do it one time neither. He did it for skits and everything. He did it in some house and everything. Literally, Trump is unbelievable, bro. Trump over there playing 50 Cent in some house. Maybe I'll show the clip tomorrow or something. But Trump's funny. 50, you call 50 Uncle Tom? 50 rocking with Trump? 50 rocking with Trump? Let me know if you're running with 50. Put a 5-0 in the chat if you're running with 50. Put a 5-0 in the chat if you're running with 50. 50 running with Trump. Put a Tyson in the chat if you're running with Tyson. Tyson running with Trump. Those are Uncle Toms? Would you call those Uncle Toms? Okay. Cinnamon, what's up, Cinnamon? Cinnamon running with 50. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Miss Candy James is running with 50. Calvin, the Secretary of Defense Calvin is running with 50. Tap that like button there, people. Tyson, Miss Candy James is running with Tyson. You would call them Uncle Toms? Tyson was just at Mar-a-Lago a week ago, or about 2 weeks ago. Tyson was just there. He Uncle Tom? 50 no Uncle Tom. We see the play. We not rolling with them damn boys, them funny boys. We not running with Diddy and them. Diddy want to be over there pom-pomming for Carmella. We're not running with no damn Carmella and those damn Diddy boys. We're going to start calling them Diddy boys now. And I see all of those Diddy defenders going at 50 right now. So disgusting. So I call them Diddy defenders. So disgusting. Just disgusting. You had these damn Democrat leftists, they done hijacked hip-hop, and 50 is stealing it back, taking it back, just like Trump is taking back the USA. 50 is taking back hip-hop. Make hip-hop great again, damn it. Make hip-hop great again, damn it. Hell out of my damn face. You all damn Diddy defenders. Talking about the Epstein files. The Epstein files are being released. What about those damn Diddy files? We ain't heard nothing from them damn Diddy files. See, motherfucker, they ain't even get locked up for the Diddy files. They got caught with 2 AKs in his closet. Defaced and all of that. Didn't even get charged with it. Nobody's screaming about the Diddy files. This is how twisted and delusional you damn people are. Oh, but what about the Epstein files? Shut your ass up. What about the Diddy files, fool? That's how dumb you are. Because they got all of your damn politicians up in there. All of your damn leftist maniacs. What about your politicians that was running with Epstein? Nobody talking about that, but you still want to talk about Trump, and Trump kicked that fool out of damn Mar-a-Lago, fool. You sound stupid. Freak out of my damn face. Calvin said, both of you guys, thanks for your service. Shout out all the veterans, even if you disagree with the minister. That's a fact. If you disagree, no doubt. Shout out to all of my veterans. You know, I salute you. That's a fact. But we got to bust their ass right now. I don't give a damn. And if you're a veteran going up against what we're talking about, you're going to get your ass bust too and rolled straight over. Because you will be therefore committing treason then, fool. So we don't give a damn. Freak you. Thank you so much, Miss Candy James. Because I bust they military asses too. I'm a boxing champion. I done bust damn military combatants in the ring too, nigga. I don't give a damn about none of that. When it's wartime, it's wartime. And I mean that. Give a damn because I don't give a damn about none of that. When it's wartime, it's wartime. It's wartime. These people are stealing from us, stealing from your children, stealing from your children's children. And you over here trying to defend them in some intelligent way. Shut up. Give a damn about none of that. I don't care about none of that. If you're an American, you shouldn't care. And I guarantee you this, if you're going up against what we are doing and talking about, you're going to get rolled over. You're going to get swatted. You will be KIA'd, killed straight in action. And that's serious. And we mean that. We don't give a damn. We mean that. Roll straight over your ass. Heck out of my damn face. Nah, ain't nobody soft. I'm a boxing champ. I will box your ass to death. You be out of here. You be out of here. No, you got my hands is registered. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You a punk. You know what I'm saying? You a punk. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Huh? Grasshopper Plus, you a punk. Ain't nothing, huh? You a punk. You know what I'm saying? You would never say nothing like that in my face. You know what I'm saying? You would never say nothing like that in my face. You know what I mean? Dudes ain't about nothing. Dudes ain't totally about nothing. Are you a sexist too? What does a sexist got to do with it? Who are you talking to? You talking to me or are you talking to somebody in the chat? You talking to me or you talking to somebody in the chat? Yeah. Oh yeah, you talking to somebody in the chat. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? We're not playing around. We back smacking you damn illegal aliens out of here. Get the freak out of here. You dress different, look different, act different. Get your ass out of here. You talk different. Get your ass out of here. We tired now. Mean mugging you. Giving you the real work. Giving you the real business. The way if you walking into one of our hoods, how it really is. We're not nice in our neighborhoods. Freak that. Freak that. I don't know what neighborhoods you walking in, but I'm from New York City, nigga. Nigga, we not nice. We not nice. I don't know what neighborhoods you been. It ain't nice in New York City. It ain't nice. And it's funny how you stuffed a whole heap of people over there. They about to get their ass kicked. They about to get their ass kicked in New York City, bro. They going through all type of hell in New York City. I just need for the boys to lighten up on my black people when they come in for charges and and all that, kicking their ass, because it's going to be a lot of ass roasting in New York City, a lot of chestnuts roasting by the fire in New York City from these illegal alien gangbanger punk filth. Okay, that's a fact. That's a fact. We mean that. We mean that. What? Oh, Cinnamon said I'm a Hispanic woman and Trump has big balls. We love him. Man, I got Hispanic freaking cousins, and they know that when I say I got real Hispanic freaking cousins, and they know how I feel because they are attached to my black family, and shit, and you can't go up against what we saying, because we as a black people never raised up against no damn Hispanics. We don't fight no Hispanics. We get all type of anti-black rhetoric from Hispanics from in jail. If you haven't been in jail or been in prison, you really don't know how anti-black a lot of Hispanics are towards blacks. You really don't if you haven't been to jail, you really won't know. But through all of that, we still, blacks and Hispanics still have been living together and, you know, coexisting with one another. Okay, but my family, who is Spanish for sure, when I say my family, I have cousins who married Spanish women, a few cousins literally, and my uncle that married Spanish women and had children. Okay, but hell, they know how I feel about what I'm talking about right now. Shit, we don't be talking about nobody as far as blacks, and then soon as we like, what, you can look online and see what they saying about us. We like, what? We like, hold up, no, we got to respond to this, because we didn't even know. See, a lot of people are waking up now because they didn't really know. You know, a lot of them haven't been in jail. A lot of them haven't been in penitentiary. They don't know. You know what I mean? So they're hearing what's being said online now, and you know, a lot of the blacks are saying something about it. But no, I don't have. So we're saying that to say I don't have no issue with any Hispanics except the ones who want war with the freak. I'm going to war with the black boule. I'm going to war with the black bootlicker. I'm going to war with the black house Negro cousins and and babies that was left here. Okay, I'm going to war with them. I already made that perfectly clear about the blacks who's bringing and have been inflicting all type of pain on our communities, receiving all of these funds through these nonprofits and benefiting themselves and their families and not the community. No, yeah, bro. We called all of this out. All of this gets called out. All of this gets called out. That's all I'm saying. But I love you, Cinnamon, and I do love that name, Cinnamon. I do love that name. G-Man, what's up, G-Man? G-Man in the building said, hey, girly. Hey, girly. Oh, that G-Man. You know what, G-Man? It's funny, you wasn't here yesterday, but I did some research on you. I got G-Man on my hit list over there on that board right there. And I was gonna do a segment on him yesterday, but I didn't see him in the chat because I wanted to make sure I had the correct G-Man, right? So I'm glad I get to see this jihadist imbecile filth right now, to see, you know, now I can actually do my research on this guy. But I see you wasn't here yesterday, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all love. Yep. This is all love. Yep. Yep. It's all love. Oh. Oh, he a punk. See, this punk knew I was going to research his punk ass. He knew I was going to research his punk ass, right? And he's a nobody. He's a nobody. He's a Muslim punk. See? Look at G-Man. Look at G-Man right there. Y'all see G-Man right there? He has nothing. This is who we arguing with. Some punk sitting around sitting around with a tent on and a damn bad looking hat. This is who we arguing with. Somebody with a tent around his damn waistline, with a bad Iman hat and a damn orange beard, mad that we roasting they damn Muslim punk asses. Okay? That's why. Muslims are punks. Shut your ass up. Know what the hell you just said. You can get back smacked, uppercutted, fool. Freak out of my damn face. Hell out of my damn face. You don't got nothing to do with you damn Muslims. Get back smacked quick. We don't care nothing about you damn Muslims. Nothing. Nothing. Hell out of my damn face. Can't beat us. Can't beat us. Hell out of my damn face. We've proven. It's proven. Constantly whip your ass. You can't be constantly whip your ass like we supposed to. It's supposed to be like that. Have no damn evil damn rule in the world ruling us. We not having that. Have no damn evil ass damn regime like your Muslim ass regime. Your damn Muslims damn was the damn first. Y'all was before the damn white people damn enslaving any damn body. You over here, Mr. White Man. Let me show you how to slave somebody. You was the first slave master, you damn punk, you. Freak out of my, and then you want to try to look at me. How you gonna help? How you gonna help the slave master? You the slave man. You talking about yourself? You the slave master. You the original. You the original slave master, Muslim man. You Arab big punk. Get your ass out my damn face. Get your ass out my damn face and go back to mother freaking Qatar. Go back to Jordan. Get your ass out of here. Get your stinking asses out of here. I can't wait. I can't wait for all of your natural, y'all to be deported and denaturalized as soon as the Supreme Court dropped the hammer on your punk asses. I can't wait. Damn, filling up our damn medical rooms, pushing our black Americans out, pushing our white Americans out. Freak out of my damn face. And some of my Latino Americans, some of the ones that's supposed to be here, hell, like my family, like some of my family. Everybody else, the ones that's not supposed to be here, get your poof, be gone. Poof, be gone. And I mean that. We can do that. No. Them, they're staying here. We can do that. We Americans. We can do what we want. But all y'all, get the freak out of here. We can do that. We can do that. We American. No, but why we gotta go? They're not going. We don't care what you. This is America. Get your ass back to your own country. Go fight them. Go protest them. Hell out of here. My bad. I had to tell them, sick of these people, man. You know what I mean? Sick of these people, man. If you sick of them like I'm sick of them, somebody put sick in the comment section if you sick of them. We tired of that. You sick of them like I'm sick of them? Let me see a sick emoji if you sick of them like I'm sick of them. Because I thought I was the only one. I thought maybe, maybe Trump is the only white man that's feeling like this, and maybe I'm the only black man that's feeling like this. I'm trying to figure it out. That he says sick. Blue C says sick. Excuse me. I'm going to say A. Clemens says sick. Oh my goodness, look at the six. Adrian sick. Cinnamon sick. Copenborough said sick of them. Runway, what's up, Runway? Not playing with these damn people. We ready to smack. Miss Hummingbird says sick. Runway says sick of them. Why are you mad? Why are you? Because we're sick. We want you people out of here. You don't see the six in the chat. You don't see how many sick emojis and how many sick words is in the chat. They want you out. We want you out. I thought I was, it makes me good to talk online. It makes me feel good when I wake up. Don't make me feel good, feel like I'm the only one. Like, damn, I'm this mean person. Nah, bro, we thinking about our kids, bro. We're gonna leave our kids to fight you and your illegal alien gangbanger punk babies. We're gonna leave our kids to do that when we are conscious right now and have the wherewithal to take care of business for our generations to come. And we're going to know this is why God put me here in this time and era to not allow that. This is exactly why God put me here in this time and era, because because if I was like chilling over there with God, I'd have been like, nah, God, I don't like that. Nah, I don't like that out there. Yeah, send me down there around that time frame. Yeah, send me around that time frame, God. You know what I'm saying? You know, not when they're trying to take over America. No. Don't send me back in the days. Don't send me back in the Stone Age, God. Send me when it's time to get it on. I want to go in the Jetsons time frame, and then when it's time to get it on with these Muslims. Send me over there when in the Great War when it's time to get it on with these Muslims. There, God. Yeah, send me over there. Send me in that time frame, right? And time frame is right now. They want to try to take over America. We're pouncing everywhere. Colombia talking that crap. We told Colombia what? Trump said. He said your ass better be worried. He said your ass better be worried. Okay. You better be worried. We're coming for you. We're not playing around with any of you. Okay? Okay? Did I mention we can't be beat? Did I mention that? I don't know if I mentioned that, but we can't be beat over here in America. We can't be beat over here in America. You think the people can be beat in America? What population and move with such grace as the American population? There's no more intelligent group of people on a landmass like the United States of America. This is just facts. This is just facts. We don't have a group of docile Americans here in America. We have a group of intellect. Even the bums on the streets are sharp. Even the bums on the street are sharp. They're not dumb. They're not dumb. They be like, man, you don't get the freak off, man. Know what I mean? Like they know. They know when they being tricked. Like, yo, know what I mean? Nah, man, I ain't going with you, man. They know. They know. We got a sharp nation. Hell, you know what I mean? Hell, our bums eat good. And I don't want to call them bums, but that's what you know them as. But our less fortunate, they eat good, thank God. And that's all thanks to God. I'm so proud and thankful to be an American. We don't never have to. I see people. Hey, y'all, remember, y'all gonna have to worry about. Get all of your information, get everything you need in order, everything you need, all of your documentation, and everything. Nigga, I don't never in my life have to worry about that, bro. We don't never ever think about that. And I'm not bragging. I'm just thanking God. You people are showing me how thankful I should be, and it really is truly humbling me. Because I don't wish no bad on you people, but I understand that you people are not coming in with good intention. I understand you people are not coming in with good intention. Again, I got to say that. So no, we got to do something. We got to put some straightening on that. We got to put some straightening on that. We got to tell it like it is. It's wartime. It's not no time to play around. And if you're an American and you ain't worried about going nowhere, then this don't apply to you. And if you're an immigrant, but you are an American, meaning, I don't know, that you're really supposed to be here. If you're really supposed to be here, you're not an immigrant. They have certain statuses. But the ones that's supposed to be here, you don't have nothing to worry about. But I'm talking about the way I feel. I'm like, wow, I'm looking online and I'm seeing people talking about, hey, you need to get Get your everything in order. Get your documents in order, just in case, because you look black. That TPS status is up for the Haitians. The Haitians, they're going to be gone. Blacks, we ain't worrying about a damn thing, bro. What is you talking about? And who cares if niggas get detained? Who cares? Niggas know they ain't going nowhere. Any niggas ain't taking nobody. Niggas ain't going nowhere. Niggas ain't going to no other damn country. And if you did send us blacks to your country, all we gonna do is go over there and take that damn thing over. That's all we gonna do. That's all we gonna do. So you don't want us to go to your country, nigga. We're gonna make a great country. We're gonna turn that shit and turn that pile of dirt into something great. You don't want us to go to your country. So you need to stop. I think you need to stop saying that. Talking about, oh, you blacks, oh, you need to worry. They're gonna get you too. You better worry about, nigga, if they send blacks over to your country, you won't have we taking that, oh, that's ours now. Because the way we roll. Because we're not going to take your government over. No, we're not gonna do that. We're going to build up from what we have, from them rocks. We're gonna build those rocks into buildings. We're gonna be extremely innovative. We did that. Blacks created the skyscraper. We did that. Blacks created the machinery to build the skyscraper also. We did that. We know how to do that. We know how to do things. We will get innovative on your ass in a heartbeat. All right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You mad at the blacks. Look, he mad at the blacks. What have the blacks ever done to you? When have the blacks ever invaded your country? When have the blacks ever hurt your people? When? Blacks have only done nothing but good deeds to you immigrants. Blacks have created the immigration policy for the United States here in America for you people. For you people. Whites didn't want you people over here. The whites created immigration policy for the people that they wanted, not you people. We helped you people get over here, then you get over here and attempt to violate us. Come on. Is that fair? Is that fair? Let's be honest. Is that fair? You know that's not fair. You know that's not fair. Tennessee voting. Tennessee Vol fam, thank you so much. Thank you so kindly for the love. I thank you so much for the support, for the gift. Enlightened Dummy. What's up, Enlightened Dummy? Enlightened Dummy said, when have us FBA committed genocide? Thank you. Thank you. When have us foundational Black Americans committed any genocide? For you people to come in here, even get into our American chats and violate blacks. What have we done to you? This is the stain and the delusional hate that I think is because they women love us, y'all. They women, I really do. These men from other nations do not like us. They hate the American black man. And it's for some reason, they women actually really love us. That's crazy. And we don't even be trying like, they just be giving us signs that they love us. Like they give us signs that we be like, oh, okay. Okay. That's why it's got to be. We didn't commit no genocide on your people. There's nothing you could bring up. Oh no, back in 1858, you came up into my country and you did that to my people, and you can't say any of that, baby. So that means you just mad that your women love us. That's the only thing, because we do be getting with your women. So that's the only thing that I could think about. Ain't nothing else for you to be hating on a black man. We didn't do nothing to you. Oh no, but y'all be killing each other though. Are we in your community killing you? Are they in your community killing you? So shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Because I don't think you want them to start coming into your community. Would you like that? Would you want that? Would you? Why? And if you did want that, why would you want that? Don't make no sense. Thank you all for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe to the War Zone. Hit that like button. Smack that notification bell on the way out. I love you all. Sergeant, Secretary of Defense, thank you for stepping on out. Cinnamon, I love you, girl. Okay? Free Mind American, I see you, dog. Runway, I'm just running off the names that I remember. FBA, Ray FBA, Runway. Let's go. We're not playing around. Calvin, you already know. Calvin, that's the Secretary of Defense. You already know. It's wartime. We're not playing with them. We're going to kick their behind. Smack that like button. And don't ever believe a Muslim. I love you all. Except Miss Mockingbird. I love you, Miss Mockingbird. I love you all, except for the ones that you know that I don't. Smack that like button and tap that notification bell and stomp on these Muslims every chance you get. I love you all, except for the ones that I don't. Peace.